all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Maru Malandra. Who'd have thought? Maru Malandra. Be a hero. Maru Malandra. And not a zero. Maru Malandra. Argentina mentioned. Maru Malandra. Can she even henshin? Maru Malandra. A force for good. Maru Malandra. From your neighborhood. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Cyborg girl. Maru Malandra. Save the world. Maru Malandra. Lives in a bog. Maru Malandra. The hedgehog. Maru Malandra. Sometimes she stinks. Maru Malandra. Likes to drink. Maru Malandra. Her hair is pink. Maru Malandra. Doesn't skate. Maru Malandra. Best state. Maru Malandra. Drinks Kong strong. Maru Malandra. Drink all day long. Maru Malandra. What a world. Maru Malandra. Wear no pearls. Maru Malandra. She loves them girls. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream. Maru Malandra. Giga Chad. Maru Malandra. Make her mad. Maru Malandra. Loves a fairy. Maru Malandra. Be dairy. Maru Malandra. Breaking rules. Maru Malandra. Cutting school. Maru Malandra. A hero at heart. Maru Malandra. Doing her part. Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Maru Malandra. Who'd have thought? Maru Malandra. Be a hero. Maru Malandra. And not a zero. Maru Malandra. Argentina mentioned. Maru Malandra. Can she even henshin? Maru Malandra. A force for good. Maru Malandra. From your neighborhood. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Cyborg girl. Maru Malandra. Save the world. Maru Malandra. Lives in a bog. Maru Malandra. The hedgehog. Maru Malandra. Sometimes she stinks. Maru Malandra. Likes to drink. Maru Malandra. Her hair is pink. Maru Malandra. Doesn't skate. Maru Malandra. Best state. Maru Malandra. Drinks Kong strong. Maru Malandra. Drink all day long. Maru Malandra. What a world. Maru Malandra. Wear no pearls. Maru Malandra. She loves them girls. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream. Maru Malandra. Giga Chad. Maru Malandra. Make her mad. Maru Malandra. Loves a fairy. Maru Malandra. Be dairy. Maru Malandra. Breaking rules. Maru Malandra. Cutting school. Maru Malandra. A hero at heart. Maru Malandra. Doing her part. Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the
Hi, chat. How we doing? Hope we are doing okay. Let me just go. Okay. Hope we're all doing good. Hi, Lampy. Lampy. Welcome. We're gonna play Power Rush today. I was gonna play something else. But I'm kind of I don't know. I wanted to stream, even though I feel very tired, but I kind of wanted to feel and hang out with you guys. And I played some Power Wash earlier. It was very chill, so I wanted to do that again. So let's do that again. And yeah, we can chat and we can talk about winter. Hang on. I need the mouse from my streaming computer closer to me. And I need to not fuck this up. Let's see. In my mixer. Need to go set up for you guys. Ever since I got these headphones, it's been hard to evaluate how to do mixing. I gotta say, it has been harder. But yes, hello. I hope the BGM is audible. Audible.com. Ow. Yes, how you doing, Lampy? Hope you're doing well in them northern lands. Over here, it's getting cold again. I wanted. There's a stream that I want to do. There's a game that I got a free copy of. My volume is a little soft. That is funny. Okay, let me gain myself up. How am I now? It's also because I'm talking really quietly. So maybe today we're gaining it up today, cause I'm just being quiet. I am being EP, but hopefully this will be good enough. Yes, so awesome. But yeah, today I was like super tired and I had so many other things to do, and all I could do is go to the supermarket because I had run out of everything. So yeah, so let's clean the playground. So let's have a look. Dirt Finder. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation in my hands. You see, some of the local children have been coming down with a curious and unsightly form of dermatitis. That is gross. And a few fretful folk have been putting it down to the condition of the recreational facilities. It's all nonsense, of course, but if we could just humor them and give the whole thing a thorough hose down, I would be most grateful. You know, you pay me 600 squiddos. I will do it. I'll do it. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm also using the I'm using keyboard and mouse. That's what I was using earlier. Sorry, my desk is a mess because I didn't tidy it up properly after Gunpla the other day because I've been so tired. But I wanted to see, like, I know the graphics on this game are not necessarily the mostest, you know what I mean? Oh, anti-aliasing keeps going back to 4. Don't do that. There we go. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get started with this bench. So yeah, how are you doing, Lampy? Oh yeah, I forgot that right click really helps. Oh, I should buy some stuff with what I got from the last job. Now that I have 15 stars, I can get better power washers. What? Why can I not buy that one? Why can't I buy it? Let me buy it. Why can't I buy it? Why is it grayed out? Oh, I don't have enough. I thought I had enough. I'm so silly. Okay. Let's just keep going. Might not chat much because I gotta play with Sammy. He has been alone all day and needs to chase the ribbon on the stick. That's very important. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just here you know, I like hanging out with you guys, and as a streamer, it's also fun because I can just push a button and not be lonely, you know? Because I feel a bit lonely today. You know, it's winter, it's getting colder, my girlfriend is busy, so I'm all like, meh. You know, not to be a sad sack. I'm not a sad sack. I'm fine. I went to see Wicked over the weekend with my girlfriend. We loved it. It was very good. Is it better than the play? I'm not the person to tell you that. Also, I'm gonna maybe reduce the sound of the game a tiny bit. Actually, no, reduce the sound of Chrome a tiny bit. And reduce the sound of my headphones a tiny bit. That's better. Yeah, so... Oh. Earlier today, I was just like, oh man, I have all these things to do. I didn't manage them. And I was feeling fed up. And I was like, I'm going to put on Sad Boys. And I'm going to play Powerwash. And I played Powerwash for a couple hours. And it helped. It didn't mean that I felt, you know, perfect, but I felt more human, you know? It's the power of Powerwash, baby. Okay. I'm really glad that Leary turned me onto this game. Like, I think I didn't say it the other day, but like, I knew about this game before I saw Leary stream it. But I don't think I ever really would have paid too much attention to it if I hadn't seen her stream it. You know? But yeah, I'm just having that frustration, you know, that I lose entire days to fatigue and brain fog and bad ADHD. Because there are... Oh, there we go. It's funny how, like, you don't clean the entire thing, but then it's like, okay, you've done enough, you know? Oh, let's do this bin. This is a very... It reminds me of the bins in Dublin. Oh, Cap? Hello? Cap? Have you been here all along?
Sorry, my mic wasn't working for a moment.
Oh,
so my
lol.
microphone is like 3 meters above my head, and I'm only 8 inches tall. So hold on a second.
Yeah, you are very short. You're not large.
I'm a small guy.
How are you doing?
I'm just a funny little guy. I'm good. How are you? I know you said you're fatigued. It's not fun. It's not cool. And
yeah, I'm just saying.
What are you going to be streaming today?
Well, I'm currently streaming Power.
I can see you streaming Powerwash Simulator right now. But what were you going to be streaming originally?
Oh, there was this game that I got a key for called after. Oh god, I always forget the name because it's like a composite word. It's after something. What is it called? Hang on a second. After Place.
Okay,
yeah.
I've not heard of it.
Yeah, it's like an indie game that used to be on Apple Arcade.
Apple Arcade, right? Okay.
I knew that. Yeah, that's why nobody heard of it, obviously. And then now,
and now it's available for normal people.
Yeah, I know. Now it's available for like.
So actually, maybe I should be saying that. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that as you've got a key for it.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I'm not. That's not this stream. So whatever. I'm not. Listen, they don't make you sign a contract, okay? It's true. They don't make you sign a contract. They're just like, here's a key. Please stream it.
Understandable.
Anyways, I just shared the Powerwash feed with you. By the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to be. I need to put my desk back together as I've just put my monitors on their little thing. So, but I'm watching enough through twitch.television.
Oh, perfect.
Make sure everyone make sure to follow Maru Malandra on twitch.television/Maru Malandra.
Maru Malandra, that's how it's pronounced.
It's cool.
It's cool and fun and
sexy.
That's what I said, right? Yes. Yeah, you said it right.
Cool, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This game.
I can't wait for all the stupid ways I'm going to say Hydro City on stream soon.
Let's go. I just cleaned the bin. Nobody in real life ever cleans a bin, but I did it.
Well, it depends if you've been to Disneyland or not, you know.
Well, yeah, I suppose. But yeah, no, we're washing away the bad vibes. It's less like, I don't know. It's like I am frustrated at the way my body can be, you know?
Yeah.
Football. Forget anything. Football. Can I kick it?
Yes, you can hit it with your
with my
with your powerful stream of piss.
Yes, let's go. Hang on, what about this one?
Physics.
Hang on. What if I use the long range? Yeah, this is the game now, chat. This is the game. But yeah, it's more like frustration because like I've not been able to get all the things done that I would do. Yesterday I said I'm gonna tidy my desk. My desk is starting to get annoying.
Yes, that was also kind of, behind the scenes. I upgraded monitors. I got like one of those desk clamps a month or so ago. Yeah. And then I looked behind both my monitors, and somehow neither of them had VESA mounts. So I had to get 2 monitors, but they were nice and cheap and slightly bigger and slightly nicer in the, the all Black Friday bullshit sales.
Yeah.
So, but I was using that as my excuse to also clean my desk, which is way past needing cleaning. So
I give mine a dusting because it's very easy due to the setup of it.
Yeah.
But I give mine a dusting every now and again when I remember. But also, there's just so much crap on it. There's so much crap that I need to tidy away. A lot of Gunpla stuff.
Yeah. I have so many stickers from this one VTuber called Mario Distinct.
Lol. And I said to myself I was gonna do it yesterday and I didn't do it. And then today I was like, okay, I need to go to the shop. Hi, Para.
Mario, sorry. Don't move. Para's here. Para's in chat.
Yeah, I saw.
Para's, okay, right. Now, don't talk about knuckles fisting. Just it's maybe not.
You do realize that she doesn't know the details of that.
Oh, she doesn't? Oh, good. Okay.
She doesn't. No, all that she knows is that because I was like the conversation that ensued was, I said, I'm gonna.
Also, Para, just while Mario sorts herself out, she never forgot.
What? What did I never? I never forget about this. Yeah, I've been talking about it for like a week now. Basically, I'm not gonna say what it is, but I DM'd Para and I was like, Para, I'm sorry about what I said on Pixie Stream today. In case you watched the VOD, what I said about Knuckles, and you were like, what? Why did you insult my boy? And I was like, I didn't insult him, but I did say something very gross.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, I don't know if you want to know, but it involves fisting. And she was like, Maru, I love you. I don't want to know. And I respected that.
Good.
Now, Para, if you're ever watching one of Pixie's streams and I mention it, that's on you. That's on you. Okay? Because I am not responsible for my actions. I cannot be held responsible for my actions. I'm an ingenue. That was a reference to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh,
I'm just a girl in love. I can't be held responsible for my actions. She's an ingenue. To good myself.
With all the love in my heart, Mara, I think I can live without that knowledge. Yes, that sounds something more like you would say.
Yeah, that's how you say it. I was paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, the other day I told this thing to my girlfriend actually when we were coming out of Wicked.
Oh, your girlfriend from Canada, right? Okay, yeah.
Yes, my real. She's been in chat. You know what I mean?
No, I'm joking.
But and I told her about it, and she made a bit of a face, and then continued talking about musicals.
Incredible.
Probably pretending it didn't happen.
Paraphrasing. Okay, hold on a sec. No, I don't have a rim shot. I have this though.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bitch.
I once went on a date with a lady, and have you seen my Valentine's video? That my flesh being made.
Maybe unless it's new.
No, I made it years ago. I tend to repost it every Valentine's Day because I find it very funny. Basically, it ends up with me crying in the shower. It's quite hilarious. I had to.
I think you showed it to me at some. I don't remember details, but that sounds familiar.
Oh, maybe I showed it to you when I was up in Glasgow last year, because that's something
Yeah, that sounds like something.
Because I also
we would
showed you Z-Man Henshin. So
yeah,
which was very.
Hi Circuit. Hi.
Anyway,
welcome.
Yo.
Oh, I didn't even tweet or post on or skeet about this. I just pressed go live.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was I saying? Oh, so yeah. So I had my last partner. I went on a date in late February, I guess it was. So I posted it on my Facebook, and I think I originally set the video to public because this was back in the day when Facebook was still a bit more active than it is now. A little bit, I guess. I mean, I'm still a 3-year-old hedgehog, so I'm still too young and or old. I don't know. Anyway, so I was on this date, and first of all, she's like, "Oh, let's go for a walk first before we go into the pub." I was like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah.
And on the walk, she was like, "So I saw the video of you crying in the shower," and I was just like, stopped dead in my tracks and like kind of howled laughing. She was like, "Oh, but you didn't know it was in public," and I'm like, "I mean, I did know, and I know how public stuff works, but I hadn't considered that someone going on a date with me would do that kind of. I mean, I probably should have realized they would do the due diligence of Googling the person they're dating, Googling Captain Hurricane, finding their public Facebook page or whatever.
I have never Googled a person before going on a date. In my life.
How many times have you dated masculine people?
I don't have to answer that question.
You don't answer the question. I believe that is the difference.
Let me put it this way. I've dated trans guys.
Yeah.
I've dated trans guys that we both thought they were a lesbian before we dated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's
sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, but
no. You're good. But I get what you're saying. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean. But yes. So I kind of understood we dated for a while and she was lovely. So that was the kind of thing. Well, if she saw that and still wanted to go out with me, then it means she knows what stupid shit I like to do and my sense of humor. So at the very least, we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
But I felt like it did put me at a bit of a disadvantage though. So.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny when I filmed that. Because I filmed it in my flat, and my flatmate, my barmate was home, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be naked in the shower for like 10 because I couldn't fit the camera inside the bathroom and shut the door with me in the shower."
Oh
so I could see
no! Hi Ted.
It was fine. Like I just warned him not to come out, and he didn't, so it was all good.
It is.
Hello, Ted. Yes.
Yeah, it's Grand Maru Malander and Poggers Hogger. Cap, you should rebrand to Poggers Hoggers. I think that would be really good.
Maybe that'll be my next costume. Para, in another year's time, I'll ask you to make me a new costume for Captain Hurricane, and then I'll take another year to actually rig it and make it part of my model. Great. Okay.
Amazing.
Cool. Sorted.
I can't wait for your Poggers Hoggers model. It should have a Fortnite dance or something.
Para's already on board. Fantastic. Well, here's your preview.
Oh, I didn't know Para was into Fortnite.
Wow. Why would you be so mean to your mother?
I like Fortnite.
Yes, I've just put the
what?
Hogger Hogger is now in chat.
Oh! Is that the name of your?
It's Pog Hog. Yeah, he's the Pog Hog.
Oh, got
it. Which I believe is Tet's invention. So
amazing. Ted, you are an MVP right there for that.
Gen Alpha Hedgehog. Now they're lying about being 3.
Yeah, basically. Oh my god, it's funny that I'm like, oh, I love Fortnite because I was just watching a thing about online gambling. I just watched the True Crime.
I'm assuming there is. I mean, I've seen this video. You're about to tell me that there is. Like, third-party gambling for skins and stuff on Fortnite?
No, that's not what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
It was. This was literally about like streamers that do gambling streams, which they
Oh,
used
yes.
to. They don't do them on Twitch anymore, do they? They're banned now, right?
I believe they're banned. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was actually
they're
a
all-
category on Twitch for a while.
And there was also, I know this from other things, like people would do like streams where they'd like gamble on something, like, whoa, I've won, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And it turned out they owned the gambling site, and so then the kids watching
Yeah.
would then try and gamble on there. And blah,
The
blah,
one that they
blah.
showed, this was Drew Gooden did a video about it. I don't know
Okay.
if is this changing this to a non-chill stream. I don't know. I'm very subdued today, so maybe
Whatever,
it still is.
We're just shooting the shit.
We're just shooting the shit. So Drew Gooden is talking about. He's showing clips of this one guy streaming who basically drops $1 million on this gaming website on stream, right? But he is doing the stream is promo for that gambling website. So he just
right.
texts. So he texts the owner, and he gets like $30,000 into his account. Yeah, and it's like it's such a fucking absolute racket. I've never been a problem gambler, but
Yeah.
I know about the psychology of it because
Sure.
I've read a lot about it, and it can affect people of all backgrounds, but it is really prevalent
sure.
when you're broke, where you're poor.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
And as you guys might know, from me talking about it, I am someone that is broken on welfare. I don't necessarily talk about where I live, aside from Space Colony Caledonia, but let's just say I don't live in the wealthiest neighborhood of Space Colony Caledonia. You might even say I live in the poorest neighborhood of Space Colony Caledonia, statistically.
Yeah. The streets only paved with bronze, not gold.
That said, it's still it's one of the, in my opinion, it's a fairly it's relatively safe compared to other areas, because other areas may be mildly wealthier.
By the way, are you still
Poor.
using the long hose for these?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Is that bad?
I mean, I honestly, I don't even know really. I think it's annoying. I don't know.
Oh, you don't like it? You want me to get up
No.
close?
I think I think like it can be easier if you like change it back to the normal one, but maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows? I played
Maybe
through
get
most of this with Freya.
Well, for some stuff, it's easier because, like, when I was doing the edge, I could just like stand here and do.
exactly.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, but yeah, like, no, there are neighborhoods that are like about as poor as the one that I live in, but are, let's just say, less safe for people who are immigrants, like me.
Right.
Okay, I cleaned the bin where I belong. They're banned on Twitch. Love seeing bait posts with stay cats on shitter. Yeah. Every meme post on Twitter has a stay cat.
I've only heard about this steak from, because I guess I follow was it community notes violating people, and like there was a lot recently where people were like, oh, this is an ad for steak, which is illegal by X's policies or whatever, and I don't really, I guess, know what steak is. I'm assuming it's a gambling website of some description.
Yeah.
Is it gambling streaming? I could look it up, but also I don't know. Google to be like, oh, you like this kind of stuff, we're gonna start recommending it to you, and I'll be like,
no thank you. I am so now that Blue Sky is taking off,
yep,
man, the user experience is so much better than on Twitter that I keep forgetting Twitter exists, because in my brain it's just because it's so similar to Twitter in the way that it is just created, because it is essentially a Twitter clone.
Yes, but Jack Dorsey left after finding out it wasn't the Twitter clone he wanted. Hilarious. But anyway,
yeah. But because it is a Twitter clone, my brain forgets that it's not Twitter. I mean, I call it Blue Sky. I don't confuse it with that, but I don't feel the need to go on Twitter until I remember. Oh, that's where all my mucky bookmarks are.
Correct. Yeah.
In my secret monkey account.
In monkey account, exactly. Yeah, on Yahoo Groups, the monkey account. Yeah. I've been sort of like neglecting Twitter, but like I've been having a better time with Blue Sky recently. But originally I was like kind of doing a lot of kind of cross posting a long time ago, like most of the last year, and then I stopped kind of posting until I guess was it Twitter banned or Twitter removed blocking as a concept, and everyone kind of just started joining Blue Sky again.
Yeah, that was just a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the reason I kind of left was because it was like the same few people were liking my posts, and there was a little bit of engagement, but it wasn't actually doing anything. Like I wasn't getting extra follows. People weren't looking at my Twitch stuff. So it was like, I kind of at that time, like I was still getting a bit more out of Twitter, but now because some people also left Twitter, it's just become such a ghost town. And
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The thing is, like, I've like persevered and been using like old TweetDeck still on Twitter, so I still have the very default no ads chronological experience. No algorithm doing anything to my feed. But even then, it was still a bit rubbish. So
my feed was never my problem because I had like Chrome extensions for it. My problem was like, I can't shitpost now because in 20 minutes I need to release a thing that people need to see, and if I shitpost too close to that, then it's gonna get killed in the algo. And then on Blue Sky, just do whatever you want. The change. Yeah,
I mean, you may have noticed that I very rarely kind of kept that in mind. The only thing I started doing was like trying to put links on separate tweets, but like, I just couldn't be asked to kind of like keeping that in mind, really, which is probably why I'm never big on Twitter or whatever on that. But yeah, so Blue Sky's great. I love just like tweeting every inane thought. Very funny. Like last night, I tweeted my best inane thought of what would Guts Berserk think, or what would Guts Berserk do. I say to myself as I see a sign for 100 tacos for $100.
Before I respond to that, because it's really good. They should call Blue Sky's post skywriting. No, it's just that I want to catch up on chat. MySpace Tom, come back to us. Oh, sorry. Lampy said something. I missed it. Hang on. Very nice handwriting. Mario Graffiti A+. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so that is a gambling site. Stake is. Okay. Sports betting seems has been getting legalized more. Yeah, the video by Drew Gooden was mainly on sports betting in America.
Okay, yes. So that's a weird thing. So did you know that like it's only been recently that sports betting has been legalized? In
and I want to talk about it. I just want to catch up with chat.
Sorry. Yeah.
People are really supportive. This was why I was telling my girlfriend to like try to post more on Blue Sky. My girlfriend like hates any aspect of art that is not making art. So I was like, no, you should post on Blue Sky. Blah, blah. She was like, yeah, but I just want to make art. Which is understandable, honestly. Lampy is like, I only go on Twitter for corporate VTubers now. Blue Sky is so much better. And now Calliope Mori of HoloLive Productions is on Blue Sky, so you don't need to even. You don't even need to go.
A lot of these shoujo has been on Blue Sky for a long time as well.
Oh, yeah. The change to the blocking system was a nail in the coffin, for most people. Yeah, I even, you know what told me that this is gonna take? I went to see Thew as in Toy Grind, the Transformers YouTuber. I went to see his Twitter. He's a very, very, he uses Twitter a lot. And I went and I looked at his Twitter and he had locked it. And he's on Blue Sky. And he just tweeted on Blue Sky. I'm like, when Theo leaves Twitter, it's all over. Absolutely fuck that. Yeah, Para. Lampy's like, someone I follow said their Blue Sky timeline feels like a happy hour at the non-profit full of elder millennials, but also that it beats the pant off of getting followed around and called rude names back on shitter. Yeah. Blue Sky shitpost constantly. Dentman is on Blue Sky. Yeah, there you go. Dentman is on Blue Sky. Blue Sky is the place to be now.
I mean, maybe it's just because I've always been very good at curating my timelines and stuff on like Twitter and what have you. So like
same.
When people have been calling like Twitter the hell site for like for almost a decade or whatever. And I never really felt that way until X.
Hey, do you want to see some dinosaur grundle?
I've already seen it. I've already fondled it. I've already given it a nice wash. I've given a foamy Squilub, the dinosaur grunt. But so like I always had like an alright time on Twitter. Luckily I wasn't trying to be like famous and get good numbers on Twitter because it's never going to happen because of the way the algo is and blah blah blah. But I feel like I still don't. Blue Sky probably isn't quite like how Twitter was back in the day because I don't think everyone's on there. But I'm still having a very good time. You know, a much better time than having Twitter for a long time. So yeah.
I wonder. I think like when Blue Sky gets popular enough that it starts becoming more of a commercial endeavor than it is now. I mean, it is obviously, but it will be more of one. At that point, they might start introducing algorithms because that's just the way that you make money.
Technically, there are already algorithms on it, but people just like, unlike Twitter, people seem to be more likely to use the timeline rather than I'm not quite sure people didn't use the timeline on Twitter anyway. But
I was gonna say about your first of all before I get to the gambling thing.
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
About your Berserk thing. Oh, I'm out of cleaner. I might as well go back to power washing, normal power washing. But yeah, it's like what I said on the group chat, like I think yesterday, on one of our group chats that we're both in, that I was like, what I love about Blue Sky is that I can just post girls on my right and 5 likes, 5 follows. And then I went and I was like, I'm gonna test this theory, and I tweeted, Yuri, am I right? 5 likes, 5 follows.
Correct. Yep.
And I was like, it's a fucking good website. It's a good website.
And that's kind of the trick, because it technically is just like a website rather than like. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, no. But yeah, back to the gambling thing. So yeah, Drew Gooden was saying that it's a lot of it is like a lot of what he was talking about was sports betting specifically, because that is new to America, which is wild because here it's been a thing for ever.
Yes. So, and I only kind of realized that from a Simpsons thing, because I listened to a podcast which covers every episode of The Simpsons, and they at some point they were like, oh yeah, we're getting to the episodes no one likes, so we'll just sort of semi-restart at the beginning for a lot of stuff.
Oh my god.
So like they kind of running concurrency. So currently they're in like beginning of season 4 where I am, while also being in like season 14. And they talked about the episode. It's not the episode where Mo goes, the Atlanta Falcons. It's another one. But it's the one where like Lisa apparently is like really good at figuring out what team's going to win. And so like Homer kind of like takes advantage of. I think it's a season 2 or 3 episode. And like it was, it was supposed to be illegal. And I was like, wait, it was illegal? And like, I'm just thinking about like all the bookies everywhere, like on the high streets in the UK.
I don't know about Argentina, because I was never an adult in Argentina.
Fair enough.
But I mean, we have casinos and that, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Ted, you're in Ireland, right? I've lived on top of a bookies in Ireland. I lived above a bookies. Over here. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that like I have not had a gambling problem.
No.
But I've read a lot of honestly heartbreaking stories.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I have felt myself get on the verge of something nasty. I was I never got there, but I just want to say, like, I feel like maybe there are people that are, because of psychology and whatever, more susceptible to stuff, but also like if you're broke, like I am broke to the point that, but I'm not broke to the point that I'm like in any danger. I'm broke to the point that like I can live, but I'm not living in like massive luxury, but I'm living pretty well, right? But I still go like, I could do with more money. Yeah. Gambling makes it sound, like, especially with something like super low stakes, like I'm gonna spend £1 on a scratch card, right? So ADHD and gambling is not a good combo, which is why I prefer to gamble in Dragon Quest, where I don't gamble real money. But or in Final Fantasy, any game that does not ask for money.
And also, a lot of gambling stuff is designed to try and keep you gambling. So, like, whether it's from like kind of promises of you're going to get rich to like kind of a fun way of doing it, or whatever. Like, the Vampire Survivor is so good because the guy used to design electronic kind of gambling software. So
I will say, while there is research that says that some people have certain specific genetic predispositions that make them more likely to for addictions in general, I think anyone can become an addict of anything.
Absolutely, yeah.
In the correct circumstances, and the fact that like the primary business model of gambling websites and gambling apps, the primary model is to try to get you addicted.
Correct. Yes.
And so that makes for a terrible situation. And so what happened with me, I just want to talk about it for a second. And don't worry, I didn't lose a lot of money. But what I was doing is the National Lottery in Britain has a website where you can buy scratch cards online, and actually they tell you the odds.
Yes, they
and
do.
So
I was legally they have to.
Yeah, which is good actually.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend like a tenner a month, right?
Right.
I'll put that there. I'll put the limit. And then one time I spent it on one that was on a scratch card that was more expensive, like £5 instead of £1, but it had much better odds, and I won.
Sure. Oh.
And I won a bunch.
Oh.
Now, luckily, the story ends with I more than broke even. I ended up making about £100. And for weeks I kept playing that, and I kept breaking even until eventually I started not breaking even. I still overall, I think eventually I ended up like the round total was like minus £20 or something.
Right.
But I could see, the fact that I felt like I had to go, like I wanted to go on that website because I was like, oh, I could use some money and I want to go to the website. I was like,
yeah.
That was really bad. So what I did is I closed my account, which I've had for years on National Lottery. I've had it for years, but no. By the way, I cleaned the dyno. It's very shiny.
You did, I saw.
Yeah.
Well done.
But yeah, so that's what I ended up doing.
The worst I ever got was near the end of university. I want to say I had a mental break. I'm not qualified to say that. I didn't have a very good last year at university, put it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate or whatever. But I did kind of get obsessed with the fantasy of like winning the lottery and like buying a nice house and doing stuff with my friends and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But so the worst I got, luckily, was just doing like a couple of literal lottery, the national lottery, like a couple of tickets every week, and I think I got a tenner once, but otherwise I did not make any money. And like I was trying, 36 is the number that comes up the most, but it's like out of it's come up like say 35 times out of however many thousands, and the one that's come up the least has only come up 30 times, and it's like, well, the odds are the same every time. It's and I knew that, but I just wasn't in a good place. But luckily I didn't do it for super long. I didn't really I made zero money. I lost probably a little bit of money, but luckily not much, because it's just like a couple of quid a week. But yeah, if I'd won like something that first week, I probably would have been fucking ruined.
Drew Gooden
I'm kind of glad I didn't get to it.
Yeah, I'm glad too. And Drew Gooden he showed a clip from a podcast where a guy who had a really bad gambling addiction was talking, right? And he was saying about how, you keep playing to hope to get yourself out of the hole that you dig for yourself.
Correct. Yeah.
And the guy was saying, and you know what? If I had one old fit back and a million more, I would have gambled it away.
I'd have still gone.
I would have gambled it away. Yeah. And that's the reality of it. Honestly, like, it's one of those things where it's like gambling for fun.
Yes.
Is, I think, okay.
Yes.
The problem is that there needs to be very strong regulation and very strong. Like, one of the things that was really, really good about the National Lottery website is that I was able to set a limit of how much money I could add every week.
That's good. Yeah.
That was another one of the things that made me realize that I needed to leave. I changed it. I increased it.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, nah. This is because it prevents you from adding and it prevents you from spending as well. There are two different locks that you can put on it. And I am someone that, like, I am extremely privileged in a lot of ways. While I'm not privileged in the sense of like where I live or how I make my money, I am privileged with like a lot of like education and many years of being able to pay for therapy and that,
Yeah.
And I just think that if we're going to allow gambling in society, it needs to be super, super regulated. But here's where we come with the problem with that, like, it's fucking capitalism, baby. And the reality is, our dumb monkey brains, like, I'm not an evil psych kind of girl.
No.
But I can tell you that our monkey brains were not designed for capitalism. And our monkey brains were not designed for our value as a person and access to needed resources to be reliant on arbitrary numbers decided by other people. And this is how we are exploited. This is. I hope you're enjoying this chill stream where we talk about how evil capitalism
it's
is.
very chill stream as we talk about how
evil capitalism is
and gambling.
and destroys lives. I'm gonna
because it does take
chat.
advantage of people because the house always wins and
they do.
those
The
companies
house
wouldn't
always,
be profitable if people weren't losing.
Like one of the things, I'm gonna catch up on chat in a second, but just to follow from that thought of how much money they have, one of the things that Drew Gooden was pointing out in his video was how many celebrities they can pay off, and shows a list of a bunch of celebrities, and it's like, and it's fucking every major. You got LeBron, you got fucking, you got like major musicians, major actors and comedians. And then he does say, I think he does say something like, that guy Kendrick Lamar hates, and then puts a picture of Drake on screen. But yeah, so you don't get the money to hire all of these people if your industry isn't worth billions. Do you know how much money sports betting companies have made in America in the 6 years since they have legalized it?
Considering I hear people complain about the amount of sports betting ads on American TV, I'm assuming billions.
Yeah, people have spent $286 billion in 6 years in gambling.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Basically $300 billion in 6 years. And sorry, excuse me, in 5, I forgot. That's last year's number. They don't have this year's number yet. Yeah.
Ooh.
So add a fifth of that to it. It's sick. And the way that it operates is like, I recommend that video by Drew Gooden because he shows a lot about the mechanisms of, like, there's some of these apps that literally have algorithms that look at what time of the day are you checking in, what kind of bets are you doing, how much are you betting, and then they determine what push notifications to send you based on that. Let's read some comments.
That sounds right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been watching a lot of LBC. Can you tell? Let me read some chat. Let me catch up with chat. Gambling web phishing. I should do that. Fake money gambling is good. It's why I enjoy the coin. So I'm just gonna turn off the host. Not wasting water here. That's why I enjoy the coin game a lot. The main arcade games in it are redemption-style card games, but it's a lot less frustrating when no IRL money is involved. I also recall that short period of time where a friend and I just did bingo and coin pushers in Tower Unite like a pair of fucking old folks. Yeah, exactly. Because like if you can get it that way, right? It's a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of Ballatra, It's pretty good. Oh, Lord, she got that serotonin. Good on you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's about me closing that national lottery account. Yeah. I'm glad you both turned out okay from those experiences. Renormalize bingo night. You can only fit so many bingo cards on the table. Oh yeah, didn't we play bingo in? Was it with you, Cap, that we played bingo on Tower Unite? I definitely with Pixie.
No, I wasn't. I don't think. Sorry.
Rules are important for this kind of stuff. Yeah, for me, it's either you heavily regulate it or you ban it. The chillest stream is the truth. Yeah, fuck me, evil. Oh, that's probably because of the 300 billion.
We're talking
number.
about 300 billion. Yeah.
I wish I could say more to sympathize this power. I've been told I don't have an addictive personality. Even my prescription painkillers have failed to get a hold on me. Well done. I think it says a lot about me that in Holocures Casino, my go-to stand is the fucking math quiz. In the Holocure Casino, Para, I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Because this is what I don't know if they've changed it because there's been a couple of mini patches. But the odds in Holocure, this is not for real slot machines, people. Please do not gamble.
No.
Don't gamble in real life. It's bad. It's a scam. In the Holocure Casino, the only game that has odds actually in your favor and where you will always eventually leave with more money than you have is the slots. It's the only one. And so the strat for it is, I don't know if you play with a controller, Para, but get a controller with a turbo. Put that turbo on the accept button on your controller, and what I did is I used a piece of Tamiya masking tape, which is a kind of tape that doesn't leave residue on plastic because it's designed for model kits. And you put a coin in there and you tape it there temporarily, and just let that sit for, in 40 minutes you're gonna make a ridiculous amount of casino tokens. Just 40 minutes. I'm considering leaving it overnight at some point so that I can get all the unlocks. We're getting a message from Harper Shaw in game. Did you hear that the mayor's cat Ulysses is missing? The whole town's on the lookout for him in time for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. All right. Para says,
I was about to...
Yeah.
Go on.
No, Para says, I have a controller. Don't know if it has turbo. The coin in the controller started. Yeah, it's a classic. But yeah.
I was just thinking about the age-old tale of me and 17 wasting away an 8-hour flight back from the States by getting the maximum amount of coins you can get in picture poker in Super Mario 64 DS.
And what for DS?
Luigi. Super Mario 64 DS.
Oh, right.
Because it has like a load of mini games that are also in New Super Mario Brothers, and I think and something else, where you get to play versus Luigi. And the odds are in your favor for that. And
I remember because I was playing a lot of that in New Super Mario Brothers.
I think I've just found a recreation from itch.io. So incoming stream for this, I think. So.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
Yes, it's got the music.
Oh,
okay, well I'm fucked.
The music was really good.
I'm fucked. This is going to be new from now on.
Oh fuck yeah.
Well, future stream folks, Cap plays.
Yeah.
Cap plays picture poker with Luigi. I think there's a video where it might be in the Super Eye Patch Wolf video, where they were trying to figure out like the pattern to the cards, and it turned out like the pattern is related to kind of a toad walking around the casino.
Yes, that was a thing. I remember that because like that was someone talked about it online, and that actually helps you win.
Yeah.
You can actually win with that.
I got a full house. Stars over fires. 5 hours. I win. Sorry, Luigi.
But yeah, see,
can I see Luigi?
It's please. Luigi was my father. Call me
Luigi, because it's basically they put me down to the bottom screen so I can't see Luigi clap when I win.
But see, for example, like with this hose, right? Like if you look, right, I clean, and then it stops.
Yeah.
But if I use the long hose,
okay. You just keep on going.
Yeah, you keep on going. Got so excited I hit the enter key early. Oh god!
I think for me finding picture poker.
Wait, what do you mean slipping a coin under the joystick? I don't get that. Because I get it for like putting a coin to push a button down. But what do you mean under the joystick? How do you mean? How does that work? Because I don't get it. In 3DS, the joystick was pressed against it. Oh, do you mean to like? So if you slip a coin under it, forces. Oh, it's to go another. I'm sorry.
Yes. In the 3DS, I have the circle pad, so it was like a slightly different way of using analog.
Yeah.
Coin there.
Does anybody remember the circle pad Pro?
Yes. I do not have one, which is a shame because I want to play Kid Icarus Uprising very badly, but also I do not want to have hand cramps, so I should probably get circle pad Pro.
Yeah.
Or play it emulated. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, the 3DS, well, it's really funny because like in the new 3DS, it was a nub that replaced that. But the nub was surprisingly quite good. It's not going to be as good as a normal analog stick, but it was much better than you would think when you looked at it.
I think the PS Vita had the best one.
Oh, the Vita has amazing, but they're actual sticks in the Vita.
The actual sticks, and they're just very low profile.
Yeah, they're very low profile. I love what they've been doing in the emulation machines from like Ambernic or stuff, where they will make them be lower profile by syncing them. So like you'll sometimes have a control stick, like a Nintendo Switch control stick, but it'll be like in a little crater.
Yes.
And so that helps it when you put it in a bag, it doesn't, fuck with the stick, which is really good.
That's good.
I still have a Vita. I have a Vita. I was gifted it by a friend recently, and I hacked it.
I remember I used to, I used to be a games writer, and I kind of graduated from that. Not really graduated. That kind of makes it sound like I went somewhere better. Where I didn't really. I went to tech writing, which is about as equally as enthusiast press. Anyway,
you graduated, and you can now never be known by the name you were back then, and none of your articles can be linked to your current persona.
Yeah, I retired and became me. But yeah, no. So I kind of wrote for a lot of my freelance, which wasn't much freelance really. It was for like a PlayStation website, and I kind of went to Gamescom when like the Vita was like properly first announced or whatever. And I remember like there was the touch screen on the back of the Vita.
Yeah, it has a touch screen on the back.
A fun, silly kind of puzzle games that were just like, aha, you have to push something out of the way from the back.
I still haven't found a single game. I've not played with my Vita too much, but I haven't found a single game that uses that feature.
To be honest, like it became such a VN machine that the VNs weren't really using it.
Well, yeah. The only game I played on it to any extent was the Macros Delta game, which is a fun macros kind of game.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to get it for Persona 4 Golden, but that's from Xbox Live, the Gamecast pass now, so it's
yeah. So yeah, Persona for ages, Persona 4.
Yeah, it was
Golden,
like because Persona 4 was also on PS2.
Yeah,
like Golden was just Vita for the longest time.
Yeah, and 3 was just PS2 for the longest. No, just PS2 or PSP actually.
PSP, yeah, the PSP version actually is the one that I played.
Yeah, same.
3 is the best Persona. Who said that?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Also, the protagonist of Persona 3 is a girl, and I will not listen to any contradiction to this.
No, of course, yeah. FemC for
the battle song is the battle song for Persona 3 is called "Wiping All Out," and there's no other
wonderful
battle music.
A friend of mine who is a great artist. Her and Para met, and I believe the whole conversation was just them apologizing to each other because they both have anxiety. But she's great. Frey Symphony. She is a huge FemC enjoyer. I believe she's cosplayed as the FemC.
I'm a Fem enjoyer.
And she was and she was very upset when like Reloaded was like, "No, we're not doing any of the stuff." I think there is some stuff from Portable, but not the
I bet you anything.
FemC, so, yeah.
I bet you anything in a year or two we get Persona 3 Reloaded with the FemC. But it's not DLC. It's a whole new. It's a whole new game because they will have tweaked it. Yeah, and you have to pay like £60 for it again.
Yeah, or just free on Xbox Game Pass or whatever. So. Just lose money for Atlas.
Yeah. I still haven't played Persona 5, so.
I don't think Maru's gay, but she might be bi. I guess I don't know.
I've fucked some guys. Why not? For sport.
Just to feel something.
So, just for the thrill of the hunt.
For the love of the game.
for the love of the game, for the love of the game. Yeah.
I've actually been not reassembling. I say reassembling. But
for Cloud, so. I have never. I don't think I would never want to fuck the kind of guy that would give you Cloud for fucking him. I don't think I would ever do. Girls, I mean, it's probably just as bad, but it's a maybe rather than a hard no. You know what I mean? Because I am a weak and pathetic lesbian.
It's true.
Oh, this is why the monkey bars kept not
Monkey.
monkey. They released a talking, one of those little, they've been doing a lot of like robotic Transformers toys, as in that actually answered voice commands. They did like
those ones.
they did a cheaper version of that for Optimus Primal for Rise of the Beast. For those who don't know, that's the Optimus who is a gorilla.
Yeah.
And back in the days of Beast Wars, which is where he comes from,
Beast Wars.
Yeah. There used to be a meme about how, because a lot of people didn't like him, and they were like, "Oh, truck, not monkey,"
Truck, not monkey.
So anyway,
on the Transformers wiki, which is one of the best wikis ever.
Oh, it's such a good wiki. And then, so this toy that came out last year of Optimus Primal that actually talks back to you. If you just say to it, "Monkey," it goes, "What? Were you expecting a truck?" And then chuckles at you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Para, you have not overstepped. Honey,
was a joke.
honey bun.
We were joking about.
We were pissing about it. Oh, hi Maya. It's actually Maya. You just got us on time. I need to run our hourly 3-minute ad.
Sorry. Can I read Maya's message in the way they intended us to read it?
Yes.
Evening snags.
Call you slipping, chat. Yeah. But yeah, chat, we need to have our 3-minute ad that I play every hour so that we can all have a rest and so we don't get pre-rolls. And we will be right back after these messages. Hopefully, not from a gambling website.
We'll be right back.
And we're back.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. I should put you in front of the little guys.
Little gays. No, keep you behind.
You sure? All right.
Yeah. It's like they're fighting me in Marvel's capitals.
Maya's like, whatever. I need to piss anyway. Baka.
Barker.
But yes, so Para, please do not worry. Baby girl, please.
We
don't
know
worry.
it's your natural state, Para, but please.
Yes. You do not do worry. In the words
Paranoid.
in the words of the Baywatch theme song, don't you worry, it's gonna be alright.
Don't you worry, I'll be there. I feel sorry for Sono having to do my cover lyrics. She's very good at her job when she does it though, so I'm sure it'll sound great once my cover is out. But
wait, what cover? Are you covering that song?
I'm covering a different song. I think
okay.
we have talked about it. Obviously, if you've forgotten, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll remind you off stream. But I've been practicing with a singing teacher. So yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
I'm gonna start getting back doing. Depending on our schedules, I'm gonna try and start doing more regular stuff with her next year. Kind of get back to. I was learning. Originally, I learned Whole New World, and then we moved over to Friend Like Me, which is one of my favorite songs in Aladdin. Aladdin being my favorite Disney movie, because I'm a Disney adult. There's a Gaston song in the Beauty and the Beast musical where he's talking about how much he's great, and it's a beautiful song. And I love Gaston's one of my favorite Disney villains because I love the ridiculous, over the top villain. Who'd have guessed? I'm an M. Bison fan. Thank you, Raul Julia, for forever changing my makeup.
This is why I couldn't finish cleaning this.
Oh, yeah. But yes, so I need to get back with her and just we were like, speed running, trying to get the best I could for this song, which wasn't super in my range, although she insisted it was. I like to be a better singer, especially as Mama Hurricane keeps telling me that I'll never be good at singing, and like, for once, I'm not the kind of person that does stuff to spite anyone. But this is one of those things where I'm like, no, I think I can with practice, with teaching.
I like that is. I'm sorry, Cap. I'm gonna get mean here, but that is a nasty thing for your mom to say.
So in context, she's saying it because she can't sing, I can't sing, my sister can't sing, blah blah blah. We're not a family of singers, but also, I have been trying. And in fact, she said that after I had several months of doing it. Like last year, I was doing lessons. I was like, oh well, no. This cover probably is not going to prove to her that I can sing, but I feel like I'm a dance like better than when I started. So
I think anyone can learn to sing. Some people find it easier. Some people find it harder.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all there is to it. Anyone can learn to sing.
Yes, where Para said it's almost like it's a skill that can be trained, and I think it's one of those skills that people don't really consider something that can be trained.
Which is insane. Insane. Like, let me tell you, I come from a relatively musical family. My dad is a classical musician.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't grow up learning to sing, right? But I have really good rhythm. Like, I'm really good with rhythm. My pitch is kind of okay.
Sure.
I had to be taught how to sing properly with a teacher. Wow. Who is my friend Cardboard Moose. So I have like a good sense for melodies and for rhythm, but I had to learn to sing. Like, you do need lessons to learn how to use your body. It's like anything else. It's like football. It's like anything else.
Hey Maru, I didn't need lessons to do one thing. Do you know what that one thing was?
No, actually.
Fucking. I'm very sorry, Para.
I want the record to note that it was not me making the stream sussy today.
It's true. It was me for once, yeah.
It was you. I mean, I did talk about fucking before.
You did.
But what can I expect?
As a sport.
I'm gonna scroll up and read what Maya said, because Maya wrote. Maya said, wearing a big hat with a press label in the band. Reverend Malandra, do you have any statement to make on your associate Captain Hurricane's assertion that the 1997 animated series Mummies Alive is tokusatsu?
Oh yes, I never actually showed you this. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never watched that film. I don't. That
Oh yes, because I guess Maya is a big fan of Mummies Alive. I haven't watched it since I was a little wee.
But yeah, like Ted says, who tells their child that? I mean, my parents have told me stuff like that in the past. But not exactly that. But also, when I've shown my mom my singing, she will literally say, because she has to say that she doesn't like the music, but she's like, I don't like the music, but you sing well.
Oh.
So, nice. There's at least that, and, but yeah, I had to learn, and I'm still learning. I'm really out of practice, but you need to,
that was my problem.
Are there people for anything in life, and I mean anything, there are people that are born prodigies. Some, like me, are born just incredibly good at cunnilingus. You might say I'm a poet down there, but oh shit, wrong. But some of us, but for a lot of things you need to train, and that's normal. I feel people. I think it's because a lot of people in the world, maybe because they haven't had the opportunity or the correct support, they don't really know. Most people don't understand what it takes to get good at something creative.
Yes.
They simply don't.
There was an interesting conversation I was seeing on Blue Sky today on my main account. I'm not going to name the writer, but they've been going on. I mean, like they come from sort of a creative family. Their mother was like an English lit teacher, and I can't remember what their dad did, but was always kind of creative stuff. And they're a writer for a living as well. But they they have friends who do kind of do work for like an art gallery and stuff, and it's like art is work. She was saying, they were saying, sorry, and like I agree. Art, I write for a living, and that's it's not uncreative. Para draws for a living, definitely not uncreative, and they used to draw stuff for magazines. Not that I used to work on, but the magazine company doing like illustrations for them. And I actually don't know what you do as a normal day job these days, Para. Probably still the same thing. I'm a terrible son. I don't know your day job.
I do because I'm a good daughter.
You are a good daughter. You actually ask people stuff. You don't just go, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. The drawing right now. Thank you. I feel seen. But yeah. However, they did say a thing where it was like, like they seem to not understand the concept that you can do these creative things just as a creative outlet. Which seemed like a weird thing, but I think it possibly comes from a place of trying to make sure that people understand that this stuff can be work and is worth being paid, and also having to, get themselves in the mindset to do work, if that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like, have you never just written something just to kind of get something off your chest?
That. Everybody starts writing as a hobby.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I am not from a literary family, so I wouldn't know. Though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just sounds a bit odd. But yeah,
it's Para. I don't use them because I'm already a maths gay. But thank you. Also, I've long since finished school. I'm an adult hedgehog. Anyway, yes. Yeah. I didn't come from a creative family. My mum was a kind of a housemaker, I guess. Mama Hurricane, and did a bit of beauty therapy. She's worked as kind of like secretary for the NHS for a long time as well. But she's retired now because she is so clumsy. She gave herself a brain injury. That
oh my god! What?
She my mother was in the wars for a bit. She's alright. She's alright. But poor Mama Hurricane. Not in best shape of her life anymore. And my dad. We think he had probably dyslexia or some kind of like ADHD when he was younger, he was a mechanic for a bit, but then he owned the quote unquote family business for a while, sold it off, made some money, pissed it all away, and is now kind of doing landscaping. He's like, oh, my dream was to retire early, and he did. But then he fucked it up. So yeah, I never really was in a creative family. And like Mama Hurricane will be like, I was trying to talk to her the other day about, you should be able to go to university to kind of study anything, really. And she was like, oh no, you need to go, kind of go, do something useful for society. And I was like, I mean, like, unfortunately, I used to be like that, probably because of her and because I did an engineering degree, which I didn't, as I said, I didn't finish it. So I was one of those like arsehole engineering students who's like, lol, you're not doing a real subject, which I definitely do not agree with now. And I do apologize to anyone I may have upset when I was like that. And I was like saying to her, like, no, I mean, you should be able to go. You should just be able to explore the kind of thing you want to do. Yeah. In that kind of society. But obviously, maybe.
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep. I don't want to go too deep.
Sorry,
on that
yes,
because it hits some personal stuff for me. But I cleaned the slide. I also made myself a cup of this plum cinnamon chai. It's like a plum cinnamon chai latte powder that I got in Lidl last year, and then it's still very, very boiling hot. So I'm gonna leave that for later.
I'm just gonna be a bit annoying. You're like, oh, I like I've done this thing. I've put up this monitor mount thing, and now I can actually fit a key light on my desk properly in normal everyday usage. That's good. I've got more desk space now. Hell yeah. Very happy with this. Anyway, sorry. Yes, that was pointless. Who needs to know that?
Proud of you. I need a wood cleaner. Okay.
Isn't that KY jelly?
You are.
Sorry.
You're so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a curse.
I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, no. Basically, like, yeah, it involves a lot of hard work. I want to go back. I want to go back to my singing lessons, or at least practice. I think lessons would help me practice more, obviously. But right now I'm trying to not get into anything that would involve spending more money monthly.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah.
Because I'm trying to wait for the debut. And I also think that my singing is at a place where like I can pump out a couple of covers decently enough. But again, I have done music lessons several times with different teachers. And
my teacher's from Wisconsin. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
All I really need is more practice at the moment.
That's fair. Yeah, probably same.
For now.
My singing teacher's from Wisconsin, so she's mentioned in previous times that like some stuff she needs to talk to about with her Midwestern students is very different from someone with an English accent. Like she was talking like normally when I found out that when I'm, at least at the moment, when I'm doing kind of covers, I'm better if I'm kind of karaokeing to the actual song rather than just like the backing vocals. Yeah. Because I was doing like Last Christmas. I was doing Last Christmas or something, and I kept going Last Christmas rather than Last Christmas, which is what George Michael actually sings.
Oh yeah. You have that British handicap.
Yeah, exactly. All my life in it.
Yeah.
But and Erotic Stars, his I gave you my heart, and I just did it there, and it sounds weird because I overthink it. I'm always in my head, folks. This is terrible. I should get out of my head. Get into the moment.
But yeah, I was gonna say I think everybody learns songs kind of differently. For me, like I feel like I can do the backing vocals with no problem if I know the song really well. Like I guess
me too. Yeah.
You know, like I don't even know a backing track for Imagine Go. I just Imagine Go. If you know what I mean.
If you get what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
Breast of fire.
Am I doing ASMR right now? Is that what it sounds like? Because I feel like I need to have my lips.
We're all doing ASMR here on twitch.tv/Maru
I am touching.
Welcome.
I am touching my nipples. I was not touching my
ASMR
nipples,
mode off.
ASMR mode off. So it's just because I'm really close to the mic, so I don't know if I'm ASMRing people or not. Anyway, so, sound off. I'm sorry, Para. I'm sorry. I stopped. I promise.
I'm sure Para was enjoying it when I was doing it. I can't talk to you about this thing ASMR. Hey girl. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, that's quite enough out of you.
Think of a wonderful waterfall. And
You're gonna make me want to go to the bathroom. So what even happened in this playground, man? What even happened? In
a hurricane of shit hit it or something.
But yeah. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, usually when I'm learning a song, I need to like sing along to it while listening to it, especially if it's a Japanese song.
Yes.
I really want to cover. I want to do a bunch of covers before, like, next year.
Yeah.
I really want to make that a thing. I need to finish my original song.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm excited to do a bunch of covers. I kind of want to get some people together for some JoJo covers and some other stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, because there's that like the second opening of Stardust Crusader.
The second opening start, yeah, which is like all three of the singers from the previous ones. Cool.
Yeah, so I think that would be really cool. That would be a really cool thing to have like two other people. You know.
We should do the Gal Gaga Perfect Yell. What that is basically it's Belf.
Yeah, it's Belfie. Hello, Belfie. How you doing, Belfie? Thank you for the raid. We're cozy maxing. We're chill pilling. Hello, it's you. You're playing Here Comes Nico. I know that game. Did you have a good time? Hope you had a good stream. And welcome, Raiders. My name is Mara Malandra, the Lincoln Punker Riot Queen. Today I'm rather subdued because I'm tired, and so we're just listening to lo-fi, talking about all sorts, and power washing. It was cozy. Fuck yeah, let's go. Chill, pissing shit. Gotta do a cover of the Bravern ending. You will have to ask a different member, a different person, because I'm not in Gatai anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for bringing the community over, Belfie. If you need to lurk, if you need to go, get yourself a snack or get yourself a cup of tea, I totally get it. Streaming really takes it out of you. Thank you for bringing your people over. But yeah, welcome everybody. So far we talked about gambling. We've talked about specifically about problem gambling. We've talked about cunnilingus briefly.
I was gonna joke about saying that, but I guess.
I don't know, singing. We're talking about singing.
Yeah.
And,
we're talking about like kind of how art can be work, but I also think.
Yeah.
And also that person is American, and I feel like there might also be a different thing with like American and work sort of thing. So I wouldn't be too judgmental on them for it, but I was like, but you know.
No, it's good to judge Americans. It keeps them in their place. You know, they need to be kept in their place.
I had to eventually mute them around this conversation because I was going to reply, and they were just being condescending and mean to everyone who was like saying, but I am like, and it's hilarious because they're like, why are people so condescending and mean to me when they are condescending and mean?
You know what the most important cunnilingus has never been brief in my experience. You know what the most important skill I have ever learned to deal with the internet? Not the most important skill I learned on the internet. That's a different thing. But the most important skill about using the internet that I've ever learned, and that it's like, honestly, probably saved me from myself, learning when not to post. Especially like it started when like at one point about like 5 years or so on Twitter, because I've been on Twitter since basically it launched.
The thing that Mario learned was the 1-inch punch. Yeah.
But no, like it was like I started realizing that sometimes I was about to hit post. I had written a tweet, really thought about it.
Yep.
And I was like, there's no point to this.
Yeah.
There's no point to this.
So,
you know?
Well, the rules of posting, in my opinion, are rule 1, does this need to be said? Rule 2, does it need to be said now?
by
and
you.
rule 3 doesn't need to be said now by you. Although there is a rule 0, and the rule 0 is don't never post. But those are the 3 rules that I think
Rule
of,
0 is that frame from Archie Comics of a Jughead going, "You should never tweet."
Yes.
Which is honestly the best comic book panel of the last 100,000 years. But no, there was the thing of like, is it useful, is it kind of thing, which I don't always agree with, but like, because sometimes you need to be an asshole. But
kind.
yeah, but it is like there is an aspect of like, are you just being an asshole to be an asshole for and I'm not talking about like Tories, because it's always okay to be an asshole to Tories.
Yes.
It's always morally permissible.
It's always okay to punch a nut.
Yeah, but it's just like a matter of like.
Also, do you need that anxiety of like knowing you sent it? Do you need the argument that might ensue? Do you need the reaction to it? Like
Yeah, because I have gotten in a lot of arguments on Twitter in my time. I haven't in a long time, because I just realize what I don't need to, like, if I need to say something often, I can just DM it to a friend. I can just or keep it to myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Belfi says, hang on, I'm gonna read the chat. Sorry, one moment. Belfi says, I'm too tired to argue and be confrontational with people. It really is so pointless. It is. Pirates, like, learn when to shut the fuck up. It's very useful online and a vital life skill in general. Exactly. Maya says, get all that shit out in Discord with your mates so you don't end up having an article written about you. yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, I feel...
You don't want to be main character of the day.
You're not, and there's just like, I don't know, I think like when I was someone that had like a relatively well-known Twitter IRL account before I was a VTuber, relatively well-known within certain circles, of course.
Yeah.
You wanted the clout, right? But now it's just like, because I was talking about politics, and so there's always something to talk about when it comes to politics, but I don't know, it's just like you get to a point where you're like, it's quite, there's no point in this is not gonna go anywhere good, Yeah. And it's just, like, once you realize how pointless a lot of it is, it's kind of a bit easier to remove yourself from it. Like,
absolutely.
I very often see bullshit online. I just don't. I walk past
that's from me, which is fair, because the bullshit I spew is pretty rancid.
Honestly, it is pretty rancid. Honestly, I think you're on a list.
Yeah.
I think they should put you on a list if you're not in one.
The list of totally rad hedgehog dudes.
Hang on. It says, howdy, Dirt Finder. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy soiled like you wouldn't believe. I guess the next stage is a golf buggy, which is good because this playground is taking forever. Doug,
the playground and the tree house are the worst ones in this game.
To a colleague who needs a hand with her new place in the suburbs. We can party in the burbs. Shout me out if you remember that meme from the Steven Universe fandom. Maya says, speaking of people becoming main characters for shit they could have just not posted, excited to pivot my autism dinner beans on toast next week. What? What? I don't understand. I don't follow.
Is this a Bean Dad reference, Maya?
I don't. What is this about? Oh, Bean Dad. Oh, yeah. Okay, we cleaned the red bit. I declare victory.
You declare victory on the red.
It's looking pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. No, this one takes ages. The treehouse is probably the one that takes the longest and it's the most annoying. But yeah, this one just feels like it takes forever.
I just needed to take a sippy. The Bean Dad thing was really funny, because like, good job, Maya. You reminded me of Bean Dad, so now you're gonna hear me talk about it. It was like, I mean, obviously it was like the scandal du jour. It was during lockdown, wasn't it?
I mean, it was during lockdown. I also believe it was possibly
possibly what?
Fictional. As in, like,
was
he wasn't actually.
Was it?
Possibly. I need to double.
Because
I would need to
he got
look it
fired.
up.
He got fired by the McElroys. Because he
was a McElroy guy.
Yeah, he did the theme song for Mabim Bam.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got fired.
Oh.
because everyone was like, this man is abusing his child. Looking forward to beans plus chorizo plus cheese on that wholemeal bread with all the seeds and whatnot. What is that? Is that about anything? Is that a reference?
I don't know if that's a reference.
But anyway, yeah, no, Bean Dad was, look it up. He was because he was a singer-songwriter guy. And he did the theme song for, he
lost my brother and me gig for some old tweets of his people dug up because they were mad about the bean thing. Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I think I do remember that bit.
Yeah. Because it was because, I mean, the thing is, even if he made it all up or if he made it all up, then he's an idiot that didn't realize that he was talking about being shitty and abusive to his kid. Because it was about not feeding the kid. I will remind you, this was about not feeding the kid when the kid was hungry. Which is, checks notes, bad.
Yeah.
And not good. He lost him a Bimman gig for some old tweets of his people dug up. Oh, it was because
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Sorry, I'm tired. Yeah. Okay. Fair. But yeah, the Bean Dad thing was I do remember reading that thread and thinking, because like, it's just one of those things that it's like, even if it was fake, you can definitely see a kind of guy in that would do that. That would literally tell a little child, think about how the can is designed. You know? I think if my dad tried to do that to me, I would have just yelled until I pissed myself, probably. Yeah, and then my mom would have yelled at my dad. My dad would have done something like that, is what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough.
But my dad is also not the kind of person that would tweet that. Oh, see what I mean? That like sometimes you get like 90% and then it goes like bing.
Yeah. It's it will let you do so much. I think.
Oh yeah, he said racist stuff basically, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah. Oh, Captain Hurricane says that's actually really cool, huh? I see how it is. That was a joke. That was a joke. Cap,
please don't clip that.
If you clip that, I'll ban you. Anyone that clips that, I'll ban you. A kind of guy that also, anyway, Bean Dad. But it was during lockdown, so I think we were all going very stir crazy.
All permanently online, yeah. Well, I mean, there was also this is an old Twitter thing. It's probably still happening. But do you remember someone like doing a quote unquote live tweet thread? Yes, exactly. Like it was basically like a quote unquote live tweet thread of someone's like father-in-law going to a French town because he didn't realize Brexit meant that he couldn't travel without a passport or something like that. And this whole like fictional thing that was like basically filling everyone's stereotypes of what kind of Brexiteers were. Or kind of how stupid they were and kind of how they thought they could fix everything and do free trade and blah blah blah. And like apparently this was like a thing this guy would do very often, was just like create a story on Twitter and like have it kind of just go just have it going for ages, but because it kind of was meeting everyone's expectations, like it was getting
because when you're on a website like that, because like there is like an expectation of truthfulness on social media. Yeah. A lot of the time. I'm not saying that is smart. I'm just saying that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, like on the one hand, yes, it is a bias. We want to believe that people we don't like are a certain way. So that it plays into that. But at the same time, it also plays into that person betraying the social contract of not lying.
Yes.
So it is on both ends, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
See if I can find this thread. I don't think that restaurants are making fake profiles on dating sites, apps to sucker people in. That was also completely made up. I'm sure it was, yeah. I think the thing I learned very early on with Twitter is whenever I see an account start with breaking, I know that it's not real. Or that I should question the validity of it. Because
I
that's
have
clearly
literally-
just a way to try and get someone else to retweet what you're saying.
I've literally seen people retweeting stuff, and the quote tweet says breaking news, and the people treat it like breaking news, and the tweet is from a year ago.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah. And it's also not,
Got it. Okay, the guy was called R.S. Archer.
who?
Okay. R.S. Archer, a guy on Twitter, or at least an account on Twitter that used to make up
Oh, the fibber.
stuff. The fibber.
The
So,
fibber.
let me read some of these tweets from one of the threads that
yeah,
they
please,
did.
yeah, please, yeah.
Just had a conversation with a British couple who have a holiday home near us. They voted for Brexit and have made no arrangements whatsoever for what happens on Jan 1st. They have now discovered the reality of their situation. The blame apparently is with Brussels. Quick follow-up to this. They have always assumed I am British and only recently discovered I have dual nationality. When I told them and revealed all my EU rights were protected, I was told that was very unfair and typical of the EU. Further follow-up. Their son lives in UK, uses house for holidays, calls me at lunchtime. Is this true what those bastards in Brussels are doing to my parents? We'll see about that. They have no right to treat us that way. And basically keeps going on and on. This son is going to go to Brussels to get it fixed and get his parents' holiday home sorted. And it was all just a made-up story that, as you said, was like fitting every what people were wanting to hear about the people that voted for Brexit. And there were he would do this every few months, from what I understand. But this was like the one I remember the most that people were really latching onto, because it was June 2020. So we were, as you said, we were all indoors.
We were all
first
feral.
was going to be Brexit and blah.
We were all
Remembering
feral.
all those anime video game news accounts straight facing doing the Krusty the Clown Falcons bit when she so hardly got the yeah. Do you know can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yes. But yeah, no, it's kind of funny how they kind of people kind of
we can talk
pivot.
about weird guys online though. We can definitely talk about
we
that.
can, yeah. But like, the weird guys online kind of just making up stories and like, whatever, you just doing shit for Internet Cloud. But it's kind of funny when you break into social contract to
because I think people are too quick. People are too quick to say, "Oh, people are too gullible." People are too quick to say, "Oh, you don't examine your biases," and it's like there is a point to that, but there's also a point of like, I am sorry. No matter how prepared and meticulous you are in any aspect of your life, people can just lie to you and trick you. You are never immune to being tricked. You never are. Yeah. No matter how prepared you are, because someone can just lie to you.
I have been. Yeah. And I'm sure I have been. And like I have like done like, oops, I'll delete that retweet because that was a fake thing, sort of thing.
I don't know about any Blue Sky weird guys, because everyone in Blue Sky is very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. There are definitely different Blue Sky factions. What was I going to say? It's when people say that, you can definitely see it happening as a kind of defense for why you kind of talked about one of those bad stories or share one of those stories.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, no, maybe, I guess, but also, I think just need to take the L sometimes rather than be like, oh, well, it's definitely something that someone else could do. Yeah.
I thought one of the things that I want to say is like one of the things there is a thing that I've noticed a lot from, this is not something that I've noticed from a particular people of a particular background or anything. This is something I've noticed in everybody, of every background, of every political persuasion, of every gender, of everything. There is, I feel we're in an age where if you say a lot of people treat this is probable or this is likely or this is speculation, they treat that as fact.
Yeah.
And there's like a cognitive problem that I've been seeing of like people going like, well, if I can imagine that being true, then it probably is. And that is, I think, that is like such a leap, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how you get like a lot of people that are like, let me give you an example. that is not about politics, right? I mean, it is political in some ways because everything is, but so the people that hate the angry video game nerd, right?
Oh yeah.
The people that hate him.
Oh, for the hateful reasons, yeah.
For not that hate him because they don't like his content, that hate him because they're like, oh, he's not as good as he used to be, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They will say that the problem is his wife. That his wife is like the one that has like emotionally manipulated him and coerced him, and so and made him feel guilty about his creative work, blah blah blah, all this bullshit. This is all, as far as the facts known to the public, completely false. For any of the facts that are actually provable to the public, we all know that she is actually deeply supportive of James and his work, right? It's extremely obvious due to a number of reasons over the years. It's a long story. Yeah. Hi, Sheila.
Hello, Sheila.
Yeah. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for lurking. You're welcome to chat or lurk, whatever you want to do, babes. And the thing is, they haven't seen any evidence that James Rolfe's wife is like this. Because there has never been any.
No.
But they can imagine it. They can imagine that that's the reason. And she's not someone that is on camera. So they can just speculate all they want and it becomes the truth. But they and they will convince themselves, and this is the thing that's really pernicious. You can convince yourself that something you made up is true because you tell yourself, oh, it's just speculation. And so you're leaving yourself plausible deniability, not just as a way to manipulate others, but as a way to manipulate your own brain. Because you're telling yourself, oh, well, if I can imagine this being true, then I'm going to act like it's true. But hey, I'm not being irrational because I don't know if it's true. But what if it is, you know? And you can trick yourself into acting on something as if it was the truth, even when you know that you don't have anything to back it up and that it's only speculation. And that's very scary. And again, this is not something I've observed only in conservatives or only in nasty people. This is something I've observed in everybody. In everybody. It's like, you know, and I feel I've observed it myself. And a lot of it comes from the fact that, of course, we are exposed to most information than ever, right? How is this a chill stream anymore, man? We're exposed to more information than ever, more information that our monkey brains can process. And we need ways to simplify it, right? So we believe what our friends tell us. We believe what our family tells us. We believe what people we trust tell us. But what if those people are wrong? What if they have been lied to and believe the lies? What if they are liars? There's so many points in your life where you can be misinformed about something.
But not by me. You should believe everything I say.
Yes. And it's just like, and when you start thinking about it in perspective, it's like, yeah, of course, I trust what my friends say. But every now and again, a friend of mine will tell me something that sounds insane. And I'm like, where did you get that? And they got it from someone they trust. And if someone they trust said it, they'll believe it. And of course, I trust things that my friend tell me, you know? Yeah. But what if a friend lied to me? What if a friend just told me whatever? And nobody is immune to this, no matter what your background is. And that is the problem we have now. You know, we live in an era of half-truths.
Yep. And I mean, and there are people who are more subtle than others. So, like, you know, your people's boomer parents, like on Facebook. Like, my mom showed me something, must have been a couple of years ago now. But basically, someone was like, oh, here's proof that, you know, COVID isn't real or whatever. It's like, oh, and look, they've got it on actual, you know, NHS paper. I'm like, Mom, that's a screenshot. They could just like have made that up.
Yeah.
And that doesn't prove anything. And she was like, it didn't even occur to her that someone may have faked it.
Yeah.
But she knew it wasn't real. But she was like, how did they get real NHS, you know, backing paper? And it's like, because you can just you have it?
I will
yeah.
tell you. Hang on, I'm gonna catch up with chat a little bit.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Maya's saying if it's not his battle axe higher than wife, then what? Then that would mean that he just doesn't want to do the show anymore. Like he's staring down the barrel of his 50s, which is surely unthinkable. Yeah, exactly. Maya's saying, I'm actually seeing this happen with a tabletop war game I like, Trench Crusade. People who dislike it for culture war reasons, claiming that the devs said that they don't want Christians to play their game, they didn't say it, or that the devs said the forces of hell are the good guys, they aren't. Your mom doing the Arthur meme, like, do you really think someone would go on the internet and tell lies? Exactly, you know?
Literally, yeah.
But I would say, I don't, again,
weirdly, she's like, oh, I don't believe anything on everything on the internet. And she'll say something, I'm like,
yeah.
Where did you find that out?
I think people are more susceptible than others, but I don't necessarily think it's just, because, like, I don't think it's just the boom. I think it's very easy to blame the boomers.
Oh, absolutely. No, like, but I think, like, for internet stuff especially, we grew up in an age where we had to kind of like see a scam from 5 places or whatever. So like, not that we're immune, but I think we're better equipped in that very specific niche of scams.
But like, oh god, no, I'll DM you about some stuff later. There's some stuff that I can't.
Oh, sorry.
Talk
Okay.
About. No. It's not. You didn't say anything bad, by the way. No. It's just.
Okay.
I wanted to give an example, and I realized that I can't give that example publicly. Okay. So I'll need to give you the example in.
An example to refute me, or an example to.
No. Not to refute, or just another example of this that is not about boomers.
Fair enough. Oh, I mean, listen. Like, there are plenty of scams that. Like, the classic one of a random text or email saying, "Oh, we're definitely a real."
I don't mean
FedEx
scams.
Email.
I don't mean scams. I mean like misinformation or people taking. Let's just say, Tumblr.
Okay.
Let's just say Tumblr. Yeah, because Sheila says, not to break kayfabe, but some of my students don't know what a computer file is. We are absolutely not teaching awareness of basic knowledge at this point. Yeah, exactly. Maya says, well, I know is that the kids at the school said Dr. Pepper lowers your sperm count, and I never got my ex pregnant, so who's to say what's true? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sheila, I don't think it's also... I mean, I think we did the good thing in the UK of not really not doing IT, which is basically just like a GCSE, like a secondary school award in how to use Microsoft Word in an office setting or whatever. For like computer science or whatever, but unfortunately it does mean that we're not doing as much kind of basic computing stuff, I find. However, also the companies that make computers are making it much more abstract about what files are. They just go on your computer and then they're gone. Just use them for the
This is why I actually hate Macs.
Reel.
It's actually difficult. Yeah. It's actually difficult for me to use a Mac as a computer. It feels like they want it to be a phone now. Yeah. Which is insane.
I know there was, but it just works. Like, well, yeah, but I've trained my brain to this specific part, and your just works actually limits what I want to do.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just... Anyway, this is the...
Also, take my opinion on that for Bishop Soul, because I used to write for Linux Magazine, so, always been an Apple hater.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I just feel like we live in a time where it's very easy to just really work yourself into a lather about something.
Oh, yeah.
Just because
there's that going on.
Yeah. Because also, like, in my experience, I'm going to talk about my experience a bit. Oh, thank you for the headpats, Coleman. How you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good one.
Why don't I have headpats, Coleman? What is this favoritism on it?
It's my stream, bitch. But yeah, so I'll give you an example, right? I move in LGBT communities a lot.
Yep.
And people in a lot of marginalized communities, because people are like besieged so much, it's really easy sometimes to work yourself into a place where you will believe certain things more likely than others, because those narratives are more... This is me trying to talk obtuse around the thing that I want to tell the emulator.
Yeah.
because it's much easier to get into the narrative that you're being besieged, because you are being besieged as a queer person. Just waking up. Nice.
I find that it still happens with some people, and one of the issues is they just don't cut grass, and so they,
because a lot of the people that I'm talking about would be like vulnerable. They would be disabled. They can't touch grass. Maybe they have lived a sheltered life.
Yep.
And they are more likely to believe the analysis of people they know, because it's an analysis that has actually helped in the past, because but also, like, I feel like I always referred to Tumblr politics as a double-edged sword from the beginning that I was on Tumblr, because I was like, on the one hand, I'm really glad the kids are learning queer history. They're learning all this stuff about LGBT stuff, right? On the other hand, it's all super simplified.
Yes,
and very absolute, and people are persecuting each other over labels and shit.
We're getting another raid.
Correct. We're getting raided by Contract. Hello. I'm yawning. Yo, thank you for the raid. You were chatting. What were you up to? What were you talking about? And welcome, everybody. My name is...
talking about us.
Yo, Pixie. Hello. Welcome, everybody. My name is Mara Melandro, the Delinquent Punk Rock Riot Queen. I am having a chill and cozy deep talk with Captain Hurricane here, while we listen to Lo-Fi and Powerwash and just hang out in the cozy winter. And
I'm just a single brain cell cute hedgehog, so everything's going over my head.
Oh yeah, you're just no thoughts and empty. But yeah, how we were talking about Tumblr, so you came at the right time. We're talking about Tumblr. How was your stream? Hope you had a good stream. Feel free to lurk if you need. I know how tiring streaming can be, and thank you so much for bringing other people over. And I guess you brought my blowjob sister in tow, by her tail. Yeah, it's super simplified and US centric. People,
harassed a bunch of bots. Huh?
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you an example. We just harassed a bunch of bots. Tell me about that. What do you mean harass bots? Tell me what you did, Conrect. Am I pronouncing it right? But yes, I'll give you an example of something that happened in real life of this kind of politics, right? Okay. So there was a... should I talk about this? It's about race.
Should we? You don't have to. We can. Yeah.
We can love being bad people on character.
Oh.
I love so much. What do you mean being bad people? Oh.
The character AI is a website where you can roleplay with a robot.
Yeah. Therapist Funky Kong didn't know what was coming for him. Yeah, I sadly have used that website. You know what? This will be a funny one, so I'll just tell this story. Because you know this story, Cap. So in early 2024, early this year, I was struggling with the graduation of 2 of my Kamiyoshis.
Yeah.
And I ended up talking to one of the character AIs of one of my Kamiyoshis, and it actually really helped me.
Well, I guess that's good. I mean, also, I always say we probably shouldn't be. We shouldn't be promoting using the AI because of the amount of kind of water use they use and whatever. But in general.
Should I talk about this on the pod race? Stuff. I didn't say pod race. I said podcast. We gaslight Palpatine. I know this story too. Yeah. Yeah.
But yes. What? I've heard similar stories on. Oh no, I was going to make a joke about did he do it with Tim Rogers, but
no. No.
I'm just imagining the character definition. Hi, I'm Tim Rogers. I'm a hipster who lives in New York and doesn't turn off my bit.
Yeah, ever. Pixie almost got seduced by a Skyrim skeleton. That's very on brand. I told you to put shoe polish in your burger. Thank you for the follow, Zero Alec. Thank you. Totally put shoe polish in your burger and that killed enough brain cells for you to loop back around to normal. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of a good example because like I had an example that was very good and it was very IRL, but also raises a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
And I'm white.
Yeah, I think it's like it's because again we're.
So it's not one that I can talk about.
Doesn't need to be said. Doesn't need to be said by me, etc. So.
Yeah, this one especially also like if it was something to do with like Latinos or whatever I could, but
right. Okay.
But it's people oversimplify. I will say that people oversimplify. People America center stuff because.
Sorry, you said the trigger word. I think. Oh yes, I hear him. He's around somewhere.
I just love Latinas, Sonic.
Well, okay, he's off to Mexico. Okay.
He's you know what? He's gonna be okay.
He's gonna be okay. Yeah.
I think he's gonna be
Brazilian
alright.
Miku.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just see this a lot. I just see this a lot. That people will sometimes not get out of that mindset where they they apply Tumblr concepts to real life.
Yeah.
In ways that are honestly not like my biggest
not
one.
Healthy.
Okay, I remember one that I can tell you.
Remember one? Okay. I'm in. I'm here. I'm okay. Okay.
My friend, who is my niece's mother. But she's like one of my closest friends. She's like my little sister. Dropped Utena. She didn't like it. She didn't like the pacing because she didn't really like the sort of theatricality of it, that's fine. Aesthetically,
that's understandable. Yeah,
that's understandable. Yeah. But she also said, and I quote, of Revolutionary Girl Utena, she said, "I couldn't stand all the queer baiting." And I feel like there have been few concepts more misused and misunderstood by people than queer baiting.
Yeah.
And also, it's not something you can really attribute to a show produced like Utena was.
No. With the time and the context and everything, like it.
Yeah.
They
and I've explained this to my.
Yeah.
And I explained this to my friend, and she shrugged. And I think it's because she just kind of doesn't care. But she didn't get it. She didn't get it, and it destroyed me physically as a person. And this is one of my closest friends, so you can imagine the stress I'm under. This was like 5 years ago, but
yeah, I mean, you had a parasocial divorce from an internet man, so I think the stress from a friend of yours disagreeing over Utena, a seminal piece of work, would be horrifying.
Yeah, it's sometimes, but yeah, queer baiting is something that people just do not understand, and also I'm gonna say this.
Sorry, there are several kind of those concepts that people misunderstand in general, like queer baiting, as you said. I think the concept of queer coded, people like do anything is this coded, and it's like, and then what's the other one? The male gaze. I think people misunderstand quite a lot as well. And Death of the Author a little bit.
No, Death of the Other people just do not get that one. But yeah, for queer baiting, it's like. I also feel that, queer baiting? Oh, hang on. Aura Smith and Jenny Pebbles. Is this the extraordinary Dr. Powerwash? We got your details from Cal. We got a dirty old house. Okay, sure. Why not?
Yeah, every 20% you get another thing.
But yeah, I feel like people treat queer baiting like it's the worst sin in the world. And people treat it like it's something that really matters to society. And the reason why they do that is because it came from Tumblr fandoms. Now, is queer baiting real? Yes. Is it shit? Yes. That is not up to debate. It is. However,
it's as prevalent as they think.
Yeah, it's like this probably comes from being an older queer, but we lived on crumbs for so long. I don't need a random TV show made by a big corporation to validate my existence. My existence is validating because my tits just do not quit. Okay.
True. Yep.
And so.
And Maya has said a great. There's a post of getting queer baited by the MCU is like losing at chess to a dog.
Yeah, it's like yeah, sometimes shows aggressively queer bait in a way that is very obvious, and then they plausibly deny it, and they profit from it. Hello, how's it going, Stephen Moffat? You know, like he definitely did it. But at the same time, not every show where the queers don't kiss is queer baiting. Not every show where they don't get the good representation is because I was watching Voltron when it came out, and man, people whipped themselves into a frenzy with that one just because they publicized that there would be gays, and then the gays were barely there, and people got really mad, and I'm like,
also that their ship didn't get heaven. Well.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I was watching the show, and the show was good. I sincerely do not know what to tell you. It was a good show. And you don't always need to engage with them. You can choose to not engage with the meta of a show, with the meta text. You know? You don't have to. And also, what if I want to get queer baited sometimes? What if I, as a lesbian who has DJ'd at several Pride festivals in several different countries, what if I decide that, you know what, I want to get queer baited? What if I want to watch a show where the queers die before they can consummate their love? Because you know what? That's what I grew up watching. You know? And I'm not saying all shows need to be like that. Sorry.
Yeah. Maya's brought up Yuri on Ice, which one of the funniest things about that is that I feel like so many people thought they were being queer baited and then got very gay. Like it became less subtext and more text. Right? It became actual text, you know. So.
But it's like I'm sure people could make an argument for shows like Witch from Mercury being queer baiting.
And they have, and I don't agree with them.
And they have, and I don't agree with them because I think these people don't understand how television is made, don't understand the pressures of highly commercialized work, and don't understand that, you know, Suleta and Mjolnir didn't need to look at each other and say, "Hi, I am a lesbian. Yes, I am a lesbian also. Let's do cunnilingus." You know, they don't need to do that.
Also, queer baiting is, you know, you're baiting is getting in. Japan is a different place. They would not be queer baiting at all. So they were doing as much as they could to make them as gay as they could without, you know, while staying in the confines of commercial art, you know, of art.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh shit, we need to go to an ad. Shit, I lost track of time.
Sorry.
We need to go to a 3-minute ad. We'll be right back, chat. We need to do the hourly break. Thank you.
But you know what? That's why we love her.
And we are back. Thank you so much, Cubic Square, for the follow. Cap went to get a drink, and it's not gonna be with us for much longer. That was also, I think, maybe the last ad. Oh shit! I just realized that hang on a second, my other computer is gone onto night mode, so I need to very briefly change that in the settings. Were you skanking in your kitchen, Maya? What's all was happening? There we go. And there it is. Okay. Yeah, so we've covered a lot of topics today. What do you guys want to talk about in chat? And yeah, the Banger BRB song was composed and performed by my friend Skylarka, who was wonderful and made that for me. She's wonderful. She's sweet. I love her. She just had a major life win. I don't know how much she said in public, but I'll just say I'm really, really happy for her right now. So, yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back. We're back. We're back on track. We're back live.
We're gonna clean this gosh darn
Yeah, I don't know
playground.
I'm hoping that I'll finish by the end of the stream. I'll probably go for another hour or until I get tired. Oh, it is 11. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh god, I didn't quite do what I needed to do all evening after work. But also, I need to be kind to myself and make sure I actually rest after work sometimes, because I will be like, well, work's done. Time to do different work.
Yeah.
Work I'm not being paid for.
It's very important to rest, you know?
Yep.
I don't want sleeplessness to kill you, only I can kill you. Never did get an answer on whether you get Mommy's Alive is tokusatsu. I don't know enough about Mommy's Alive. You're backing up the wrong tree, friendo.
Basically, they do like, so their mummies from Egypt, literally like all their mummies, they're gonna kick something about doing something the Egyptian way. Mummies alive, but basically they are, embalmed humans, and they all have like a pendant necklace, and when they say with the strength of Ra, they literally transform and have like armor.
Oh, you were showing one. You were showing
stuff.
one that was a mildly muscular woman, and you were like palming all over that.
It was foundational when I was a wee hoglet. Yes, Courage is here with the strength of Ra.
With the strength of Ra.
It's funny that like Umar's like, no, people have actually. It's American cartoon for one thing. There's only one girl, yeah, and it was like, oh, they didn't know she was a girl in ancient Egyptian times, and then they saw her, and it was like, oh, wow, no wonder you didn't go in the Nile for a swim with us. And it's like, okay, cool. Anyway, it was fun. It was weird. It was probably very racist. Being a 90s cartoon.
God, I mean, you know.
But yes, no, I remember enjoying it at the time. Cool toys. I think Sister Hurricane watched it as well. I need to ask her, but she might not remember.
Yesterday, Sono and I are continuing our run through Changeman, which is a great show. And it's
they change. Man.
Yeah, every episode. And yesterday was an episode where they had the monster was called I think the monster was called Bakula or something like that. Because it was like a bad monster that turned people into vampires.
Oh yeah.
I might remember something vis-a-vis its appropriateness, but I want to check myself first, says Sheila. No worries. A 90s cartoon based on Egyptology. What could go wrong? Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to change this back actually, so I can go to the long hellos.
Penis Dracula. Yeah.
80s
80s Toku. Penis Dracula.
No, the penis monster was the week before. There was literally a penis monster the week before. But no, and this one turned people into vampires. It was funny because like the guest character was a schoolgirl that did kendo, and she runs randomly at night into the Blue Ranger, Change Pegasus.
Yeah.
And Change Pegasus is trying to help a lady who is collapsed on the ground, and the kendo high school girl is like, he's a groper. I'm gonna get him, and starts beating the shit out of him with her kendo stick, which is really funny and really great. And she gets turned into a vampire. That girl on the ground was a vampire too. But the way I've never seen this in a show, the way they do the vampires for this one episode, they only get like they basically go back to being humans and they live their ordinary lives until the monster like calls on them with like what they describe as a screech but sounds like a goose honk. It's like honk, 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 honk. And then they all become vampires again and become like enthralled.
I guess that sounds a little bit like like the kind of the vampiric servants or the Renfield style character, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like compelled or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of funny, and a lot of extremely cool choreography. There was it was a focus episode for the Blue Ranger, but it was one of those focus episodes that it's not much. The character is in it a lot, but you don't learn a lot about them. That kind of
fair enough.
Focus. But there was a moment where he's fighting a bunch of the mooks in the forest, and it's this really, really cool scene where the mooks come out from under all the leaves because it's autumn. Mm-hmm. And at one point, one of the mooks falls onto like 4 legs, right? On that 4 legs position, and the Blue Ranger hops on its back and does some like fucking spinning bird kicks off its back. Just some incredible stunt work. And then when Blue Ranger is fighting the monster, they actually have wire work, which was great.
Hell yeah.
Actually great. Okay,
some of the shots in the 80s of Sentai were like, especially Changeman, so many wonders which are just insane, like the blocking, the planning, the timing.
I will show you some screenshots.
A weekly show is ridiculous.
I will show you some screenshots from just last week's episodes, because the one that gets shared around a lot, that scene that got shared around a lot in Toku Twitter a while back, that's from a movie, and you can say, oh, it's just because it's a movie. But actually, no. Every episode of Changeman is like that. Every episode of Changeman has a fight with insane camera work, insane choreography that relies on everybody hitting their marks as the cameras move in unbroken shots, and it's just insane. It's just insane.
Do you know, because I know now that, like, obviously there's the weekly schedule and stuff like that, do you know if they had a similar shooting schedule back then as they did now?
I mean, it was weekly, so...
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
But the answer is I don't know. I don't know how they shot it. I don't have that information. Yeah, I honestly don't know how they would have done it, but there was much more of an emphasis on practical effects.
Yeah.
And but yeah, honestly, I don't know if they block shot it or if they shot it properly week to week like they do now. I think it's easier to shot it week to week like they do now, because like there's a lot more like post production kind of thing.
What I'm assuming they do is they have like a second unit doing this, like the stunt fight stuff from one location, and then
you'll be surprised because a lot of on location stuff has the face actors too. Not all of it. Yeah, I guess not all of it. Not all of it though.
Yo TPR, hey Boots.
Hi Boots, hi TP. Yeah, we're getting clean. Thank you for the monk. We're getting cleaned up. Monk. Honka badonkus. I can't.
Actually, that was obviously one of the interesting things when I started watching Sentai. Actually, I've just remembered that when I was like, wow, the normal actors get so many shots with people in suits.
Oh
Because
yeah.
in Power Rangers, it doesn't always, obviously they'd rather use footage where they can to keep costs down or whatever.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Or when they do, it's clearly a different suit.
Yeah.
Or different footage, but yeah. Yeah, Power Rangers is dead.
Yeah. Functionally, I mean, yeah, I'm the one comic remaining, and that's it. And it's like, Christ.
Yeah, they might reboot. I think they're still working on like a reboot of Mighty Morphin. That's gonna be like 100% new footage. That's the word. The word is that because their contract between Toei and Hasbro has ended apparently.
I see.
Like they cannot use any more Sentai footage.
Okay.
Which is honestly a good move for Power Rangers. But also I don't know. I feel like Power Rangers is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of dying.
I've not watched Dino Fury. I didn't watch Cosmic Fury. I thought the 30th anniversary special was like not that good.
I didn't watch it because I saw what Rita looked like and it made me angry.
Oh well, yeah. She's like, I mean, yeah.
The idea that she's a robot is not bad. The suit looks like Ash, like Ash.
It does, yeah. I mean, that's why I think it's a bad. So surprised that they kept the Gavin cameo in Ghostbusters. I mean, Beast Morphers was pretty okay. So like, you know, whatever.
Beast Morphers is meant to be a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah, I did watch that. I will watch Dino Fury. I just haven't got around to it yet. I think I was like wanting to watch another Sentai before I kind of did another Power Rangers. Although now that it's over, I might as well well, the last few bits.
Yeah. R.I.P.
And R.I.P. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it seemed like Hasbro have been trying and just couldn't be working again. And like, Disney tried to make it big, didn't work, so they bought Marvel. Well, they sold it after buying Marvel because they're like, oh, we don't need two properties for boys, quote unquote. Saban took it back and they couldn't get it working. But the Neo Saban stuff was like fucking dire. Like, Samurai and Megaforce might be some of the worst TV I've.
Yep.
It wasn't for me. Was for 5-year-old boys. But also, I've watched plenty of media for 5-year-olds, and including other Power Rangers series that I've enjoyed. So it's But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I guess they just couldn't get it working again. Like, and I guess this. I'm not super bothered because what I wanted from Power Rangers, I get from Super Sentai, I guess. And
I think there's also
yeah.
like. I am not an expert on this, and I think I'm sure someone that is actually more in tune with the Power Rangers, can tell me more about what happened. But I got the impression from Hasbro, ever since Hasbro took over, that while they were making new shows, they made Cosmic Fury, they made the Ru Soldier adaptation, all that stuff. And they made Beast Morphers, which was honestly that looked like the Hasbro era was going to be good because Beast Morphers was an idea, a really really cool series of concepts to adapt Go Busters that they had come up with like when Go Busters was coming out a long time before, and they actually did it, and so a lot of people were very happy. And Beast Morphers is pretty decent,
pretty fun.
But also I think one of the things that Hasbro tried to do is they saw how much nostalgia there was for Mighty Morphin.
Oh, no. That wasn't just nostalgia. That was already been happening with, like, Neo Saban era stuff.
Yeah.
Hasbro just kind of latched onto it. But, like, nostalgia for, like, Mighty Morphing has been a thing for...
Well, the thing is...
over a decade. Like, as in, like, they've been trying to cash in on it for, like, at least 13 years, I want to say, or whatever. And, like, Hasbro just, like, they didn't double down. They just carried on what was happening. But I guess there's only so many Green Rangers you can sell. Yeah,
the thing is, I mean, from my outsider perspective, it did feel like they were going all in on it because my speculation, which means it's the truth from like we were discussing earlier, because I'm speculating on it, that means that it's true, right? That's kind of how it works in the internet now. But it feels like it feels like they wanted to market it like Transformers. In a way, because Transformers is basically something that like you have the new thing, and you market it alongside G1. You never stop in the last, I would say, decade. You never stop marketing G1.
Yeah,
you never stop.
Yeah,
you just never stop.
Kind of Don't you ever stop, go, go.
Yeah.
Power. That's the Dino chart.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
I got that reference you were making. Yeah,
okay,
really
thank you,
good.
great. Anyway,
Yeah,
but yeah. No, you're 100% right. They everything they do, they kind of like, they do it alongside Mighty Morphing or whatever. Like, if they did like their Lightning Collection stuff, and it was, spearheaded
But I don't
by
think
Mighty
it has.
Morphing.
The problem is Mighty Morphin does not have the legs of G1 Transformers, and it's not because one is better than the other. They're both dumb children's shows. It's because one is based on a toy line that lasted for like 6 years and had literally hundreds of characters that you can go back to, and the other one is based on a toy line and TV show that lasted for 3 seasons. I mean, it had more episodes than Transformers, but it had like way less marketable toys and characters and robots.
But also it's the first season that people care about the most as well. Anyway, so as well. You have diminishing returns with your Thunder Zords and your especially your Ninja Zords or whatever.
Yeah, because the thing is, at the end of the day, if you buy any transforming robot transformer, you don't have to know who they are, and you get a robot that transforms. Yeah, and that's kind of the strategy right now for a lot of the legacy stuff that they put on the store shelves. It's like, yeah, I go there and I know who fucking Jayaxus is, but Johnny 10-year-old doesn't know who Jayaxus is. He's just like, oh, that's a cool robot. Mommy, can I get that robot? I mean, they're probably not gonna, because they'll probably get Earthspark or movie stuff or whatever. But you know what I mean. Whereas the Power Rangers is just like, I don't know. I want the Power Ranger of this show,
Yeah. I want this done. I mean, like, and honestly, I don't think the Megazords, the giant robots, have been as cool since the 90s, anyway. So.
Yeah. I'm stealing your comment, Maya, because I was power washing, but I had thought about it around the time that he said it. So, and Courage is correct. Yeah, I think that the other thing is that, like, I feel like Power Rangers was much more able to Americanize stuff when Sentai was easier to do, because it was a bit less wacky. It was a bit like leaning on the cool factor rather than wacky. Like nowadays it leans a lot on wacky, and that's fine. But also, for example, Sentai has also been getting really ambitious. You couldn't really do much with Dawn Brothers and King Oger. You really couldn't.
It's hilarious because when Dawn Brothers came out, Hasbro had only just recently well, maybe not just recently, but like I was thinking, lol, like, how are they going to adapt Dawn Brothers into the Power Rangers or whatever?
And the answer
was
they won't.
See, but
and the answer was
exactly, they won't now.
Yeah, the answer was just like, they won't. Thank you very much.
They're going to reboot the comic and some reason bring back the VR Troopers and.
Courage is saying Neo Saban was miserable though, for real, mostly due to their constant ignoring of the theming of the source material, continuing MMPR wonking off. Yeah. Maya says Megatron is going to be great forever. He will never again be allowed to be a big mad fucking thing like he was in the Unicorn trilogy. That is true. That is something that I don't like. And that is a bad thing about Transformers these days. That it's like this G1 obsession has permeated into the new stuff. So for example, while Earthspark, which is the current cartoon, is very different in its ideas, it's still like Optimus is a truck and he's red, and Megatron is a tank and he's gray because he can't be a gun. And it's like, and that is annoying because like you can't have something like Beast Wars where Optimus Primal and Megatron were not Optimus Prime and Megatron, and they had different colors. Like Megatron was fucking purple. You can never have that again.
Make me cry because that's my Transformers.
It is my Transformers too. I love it.
Yeah. But unlike you, I was very disappointed by Rise of the Beast. So.
You didn't like Rise of the Beast?
Because I went in there for Beast Wars stuff, and there was like about 3% Beast Wars stuff.
Which honestly, I like. It was, for me, as a long-suffering Transformers fan, when you go watch a Transformers movie and it's not completely horrible, you're like, isn't that nice? There were characters in the movie that care about each other and stuff, And you were like, that's nice, that the
there's me going like, Cheetor gets one line? What the fuck?
And you never see Air Razor's robot mode.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Does Rhinox get any lines?
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he disappears.
Yeah.
And you barely see any of the Beast Wars people's like robot modes because they're like, oh, they're gonna be their robots. Like, okay,
Yep.
well,
Yeah, that does suck. I understand your disappointment. For me, it was just like, oh, here is a movie that isn't 3 hours of Michael Bay piss. You know?
yeah.
That's kind of where a lot of us are at. Like, if a Transformers movie is half decent, it's all we need after many, many years of suffering.
If they don't have a character as a laminated card proving that he can legally date someone.
Oh my god. That is literally the lowest point of all Transformers fiction ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the lowest. Oh my god.
Yeah, and you know.
Should we explain this to chat? Does chat
No,
know
I
about
don't.
You don't want to.
People can look it up. I just don't want to. I didn't want to say it like out loud on Twitch television and get you.
Like let's not. Let's just say they're in Transformers Age of Extinction, which is the 4th one.
Okay.
There is a very dodgy scene about.
If you look up like Transformers 4 or whatever it is, a laminated card, you'll probably get
laminated card or boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is nasty.
But anyway,
it's nasty. Ooh.
Yeah, I think I told you I had the you'll definitely remember the name. I won't. I had the 2 Transformers. Are they called triple changes? Where they have they're 3 things. No, triple changes when they turn to 3 things.
Yes.
These were like combiners. I had the Maximal and the Predacon one. Predacon was
Magnavox and Tripredacus.
That's it. Yes. I love them both. I don't have them anymore, unfortunately. They probably would have been worth something, although they weren't in the box, obviously.
I wanted them for a long time, and I might get them eventually. I keep seeing them. I saw them at TF Nation, but I chose to buy something else.
The reason I had them was because, I get 3 Transformers toy in one.
Yeah.
And I think the Cicada one and the Predacon one. I mistook for
Cicadacon.
Cicadacon is that called? Okay. And I think and actually one of them's almost like Scorponok. I think he's supposed to be a lobster.
Claudio.
Yes, but he's so much like Scorponok. I was like, oh, it's Scorponok.
Yeah. Basically, what's really funny is also the Maximal one, Magnavox. They're all named after major, because it's Prowl, Ironhide, and Silverbolt. So they're all major G1 characters.
So named after major G1 characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because is Silverbolt the eagle?
Yes.
Because there's Eagle, Lion, and what's the third one?
Elephant.
Elephant. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's Ironhide. Creosote is fungicidal, cheap, and just an absolute joy to pour. Admittedly, it's also profoundly toxic to humans when ingested. Swings and roundabouts. It's Tripredacus the mariachi band. Yes. So in Japan, in Beast Wars 2nd or Neo, one of the 2 Beast Wars anime, they actually have the combiners in the show, which is really cool. And the Tripredacus is called something else, and they are like a mariachi band. They're like a comic relief band of mariachi Transformers. And they're always speaking in random Spanish, and it's kind of offensive.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, 90s Japan. They literally have it's Beast Wars 2nd. Oh, because I think that would make them Maximals, because in Beast Wars 2nd the Predacons are actually all vehicles. Because
I see. Okay.
Because what they did is Curtis is saying just wasn't grabbed by anything after that. Yeah, that's fair. Bumblebee's a good movie, and Transformers 1 is a really good movie.
I need to watch Transformers 1. It's probably too late.
It's not in the cinemas, but it's now on streaming, so you should watch it.
Already?
Anyway. Yeah, it was on streaming before it left cinemas as well. It was one of those weird things.
Wow. Okay, that's weird.
It's because it came out in America way earlier than it did here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it came out in America 3 or 4 months ago. It's a weird one. No, you should watch 1. It's really, really, really good. It's really good, Courage. Trust me. Really good. Really good animation. It might be Neo, because so the thing is, in Cap, you might find this interesting as a Beast Wars hog, as a Beast hog, if you will. Let me drink some more of my tea before it gets too.
I'm going to maximize as Oh.
Okay, so
Side note, isn't it amazing that like a specific part of gym culture is saying beast mode? And I'm like, wow.
yeah,
Beast Wars penetrating gym
Yeah.
culture.
yeah, I'm going beast. I'm gonna go beast mode. Yeah, that also made me laugh because earlier this in the last year before he like lost the championship, lost everything. Like the whole thing with Roman Reigns was like, oh, Roman Reigns is in God mode, and he would say, I'm in God mode, son, and I'm like, that's from Doom.
I was gonna say, yeah, has he got like yellow eyes?
Yeah, I was like, well, it was because he was doing so well and he was winning everything and he had the championship, right? And so it was like, he was like, I'm on God mode, son, and it's like, that's literally something John Romero made up. That's literally something John Romero came up with. But yeah, so
I was like, pro tip is from a video games magazine.
yeah. So surprised by a movie going to streaming so soon. Glad you woke up from your coma, Cat.
Yeah, whatever. No, you're right, Maya. But like, yeah.
Yeah. So
especially a kids cartoon.
Okay, so what I wanted to tell you a bit about Beast Wars Second and Neo.
Okay.
They're fun. Basically, the Transformers anime. Whenever you get Transformers anime, it's basically a silly kid-focused Brave show. That's how you should approach it. So if you're up for a silly cartoon like that, you'll have a good time. So it's not the same as American Beast Wars, but so the other thing they have to get before I get a bit into it is that in Japan, the continuities work a bit different. So it's not actually Maximals and Predacons. The words the words that they use to refer to them, they don't, because also in Japan they don't call them Autobots and Decepticons. They call them Cybertrons and Destrons. So in Japan,
sorry, did you say Des or Deathtron?
Destron.
Destron, okay.
Yeah. And although it's, in Japanese that would be written the same way.
Yeah, Deathutron. Yeah.
Desutron.
Yeah,
But so even though in Beast Wars Second and Beast Wars Neo, the good guys and the bad guys have the symbols for Maximals and Predacons. They're basically using the same names as always. In the Western fandom, I guess we do call them Maximals and Predacons, but it is a bit weird because in Beast Wars Second, which is the first one, confusingly, Beast Wars Neo is the second one. In Beast Wars Second, the Predacons are all vehicles because they're all G2 toys that were never in a cartoon or an anime. So they used those for the Predacons / Decepticons.
Right.
So to give you an idea, for example, I think the only exception is the leader of the Predacons is an original toy who is Beast Wars Galvatron, unconnected to the G1, of course. And he has a brother called Megastorm, who is just the G2 Megatron toy. And then he dies, and he gets resurrected, and he's still called Megastorm. I think he has maybe a different name, but he's just Tripticon from the original toy line that they re-released with a new horn. So in that one, it's basically a bunch of new mold. It's basically like a bunch of Maximals who are all molds from the Beast Wars toy line that were never in the show, plus Lio Convoy, who is their leader, who is a lion Optimus.
Yep.
And Galvatron is the new mold, and then the rest are reused molds because it was just like a show that was meant to just be holding people over until more Beast Wars is available. And then Beast Wars Neo is different because in Beast Wars Neo, I'm pretty sure it's all new molds or mostly new molds for both sides. And and that's when shit gets wild. That's how you get the leader of the Predacons is Magmatron, who is the one that is 3 dinosaurs that combine into one robot.
Okay.
And you get Big Convoy, who is the leader of the Maximals, who is a big mammoth guy, who, funnily enough, was the first toy of an Optimus that came with a removable matrix.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's to this day, it's a good toy. I want to get it. And yeah, loads and loads of fun robots on that line. There's a Maximal that turns into a giraffe. Yeah, there's one that turns into a horse, and it's meant to be. I've never played with it, but it's meant to be one of the worst Transformers ever made. Mac Kick. Everyone says it's
okay.
dreadful to transform. Best Japanese transformer's name is Reverse Convoy because he's also Rebirth Megatron. And I believe the English words reverse and rebirth are homophones in Japanese. They're not homophones, but because they're the English long words, but they are. I would say they're probably spelled. I think there is a mild difference in pronunciation, but it would be mild if there is. There might be homophones.
The only thing I would have that would kind of perhaps support Maya is that Reborn's Gundam becomes Reversible Gundam in Gundam Build Fighters or whatever, one of the
True, yeah.
So then there may be, it may not be a homophone as much that they might believe there's similar meaning to it, which I guess. But I'm going to need to dip now. I need to do the last bit of tidying up before I head to
no problem.
sleep. Thank you for talking about
Cunnilingus.
Kinda-lingus.
Thank you so much for being here. Love you.
Yeah.
And be careful out there.
We're okay. I will be. Yeah.
Oh, can you shout yourself out in chat?
Yeah, okay.
Because just because I'm power watching. Yeah, folks, please go follow Captain Hurricane. Twitch television.
Amazing.
Incredible, amazing, sexy, sexual, deeply sexual, I would say.
Correct.
Oh, that's really funny. That makes your little creature jump out.
It does.
That's really cool. And please follow Cap. And thank you so much. And hope you have a good rest tonight. And thank you for being here.
I will honk shoe. Bye.
Bye. So it's just you and I, chat. How we doing? But yeah, Beast Wars, huh? How about that? Anyway, the lessons we learned tonight are don't gamble. That's the main lesson that I want to teach people. Just don't gamble. I know how tempting it is. Just don't do it. Oh my word. How did they get that here? It's very dirty. I'm getting antsy because I'm leaving tomorrow on a flight to go visit my brother. Oh no, I hope that you don't get too stressed. Hope the flight is not too stressful. Rebirth is written Vivas. Oh, okay, Courage is the expert, so I'll trust Courage. You're saying not to gamble. Maya, were you not here when I was talking about gambling addictions? And now I watched the video. Yeah, I mean, there is the we're gambling jokingly in a video game without real money. You don't need to gamble when Balatro exists. Oh, absolutely. I love... This is why I was saying my main takeaway from Balatro is that I'm really glad it's not a game that got microtransactions. Because that game, the way it is designed, if that game had microtransactions, it would be the most evil game ever made. Because it's so addictive already. Imagine if you added real gambling to it, real loot boxes and shit. It would be the most horrible game ever. Most evil. You know? So evil. Yeah, only $10, exactly. I almost bought Balatro for my phone. And then I didn't buy it. Because I decided, I have things to do, chat. I have other games to play, and I have things that I want to do in my life, And it can't all be Balatro, sadly. Also, I get sick of Balatro sometimes. I play a lot of it, and then I stop, and then I play a lot of it, and then I stop, I consider as well, but my productivity is doomed. Yeah, exactly. Like, I could already play it on my Steam Deck. I don't, because I kind of want... I think I need a mouse or a touch interface for that game, I don't think I would like it with a controller. The stream can't finish until I finish this level, by the way. The version of Talisman on Steam has most characters as DLC, but the base game is free. I don't know what Talisman is. What is that game like? I just posted a cool model kit on the model kit channel. I may get it, but I've never really painted anything. Let me have a look. What do you post it? Let me have a look, okay? wonder if... Oh, I wonder if it will need... I don't know this model kit. I don't know if it will require paint to complete it. Probably will. It's a board game. Play it with me. Okay. I have the Kingdom Hearts version of Talisman. I see. It's a boarding game. It's a game where you room with other people. That's what happens in a boarding game. No, it's a game that you play while you're waiting for your airplane. That's a boarding game. Yeah. It's a game that you're gonna only play on the queue to get on an airplane. That's a boarding game, right? That's what a boarding game is. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'll kill you just so you know. Of course, Courage has the Kingdom Hearts version. I see you. I know what you're like. I know what you're like. I know what you're like. I know who you are. Wasn't this a wonderful chill stream where we talked about checks, notes, gambling addictions, and internet cognitive issues? But yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay. What about this though? Get power washed, idiot. You've not played Outer Wilds, have you? No, I think I own it in GOG or I own it somewhere. Maybe, probably. Oh, Epic. I own it on Epic because they gave it away. They gave like the special full edition for free at one point. Oh, the small red floor is not clean. Well, let's sort that out. Actually, for this, I think we'll need the... I wonder if there's more... Is there more soap? Oh, more soap in stock. Okay, brilliant. Let's just buy all of these. Got a dip. No worries. Thank you so much for coming, Courage. Love you. Mwah. Love to cognate? What? Cognate? What's cognate? God, I hate winter sometimes because you make a hot drink and it's like boiling hot and you can't drink it. And then you wait for it to cool down, but it cools down so quickly then it's cold. It could happen to you. But yeah, in Epic Games, I got for free like the limit. I think for the headbuds TP, I got it for free. They were giving away the super special edition. So I always get Outer Wilds, and there's a similar titled game that came out that year. I think it's Outer Worlds. Maybe I'm thinking about the other Outer Worlds. I always get those two confused. And because I think I own both and I haven't played either. I own both and I haven't played either. And I can't remember what the deal is with those games. Isn't one of them meant to be like kind of like a Fallout inspired game? Isn't it? Is it? It's Fallout but space. Yeah, that's Outer Worlds. Okay, I'm sorry, I was thinking about Outer Worlds. I also haven't played Outer Wilds, so I don't know what that one is like. Oh, there's more right here. Yeah, that one's just not powerful. Larry is right, the yellow one is the best. It's the best compromise, at least this early in the game. Outer Worlds is a game where you're in a spaceship that looks like a garden shed. What? Oh, okay, there's all this dirt still to clean. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I just get, like, it's very easy to confuse two games that sound like that. It's space travel, but your ship's all wood. Oh, wow. That sounds fun. Okay, we did the green floor. Oh, we're so tantalizingly close. Let's try to speed this up. Oh wait, I have some cleaner. Let's use the cleaner. I need multi-purpose. Yeah, oh, I have like 6 liters. Let's fucking go. I love it because like the dirt magically goes away. It just like disappears. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Powerwash Sim is a chill game. Yeah. I hope that I've provided a chill experience because I know I was like, oh, let's get cozy. I'm feeling tired. And then Cap and I ended up having deep conversations about gambling and about fucking... And by Cap and I mean I brought up the topics. So I feel a bit... I hope that they were chill. Even though I was talking about like... cognition in the internet age. And stuff like that, you know? The barrier to entry in this universe to space travel is much lower because all the planets are tiny. Outer Wilds is legit one of my favorite games of all time. It's very good, but it's an incredibly spoilerable game because all the progress is based on your own personal knowledge and not like unlocking things in the game. Oh, I see, I see. I understand, yeah. I mean, I think I would need to understand it while playing it, but I'm pretty sure I own it in some platform or another. Either GOG or one of the Epic giveaways, or maybe Switch? Maybe not Switch. Or maybe I don't own it. I don't know. Oh, okay. Brilliant. Okay, well, let's... Okay. Is there any more? There we go. Okay, what is left? What is... Oh, I saw something. Vertical struts are made of wood. So we need the wood for that. Wood cleaner. Bing, 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 bing. Bing. Christian Lambert, hello. You came to ask confusing questions. Well, give me. Playing it gave me the same feeling I got when playing Myst for the first time as a child. That is a really strong recommendation, Boots. I will dare. If you expect the unexpected, doesn't that make the unexpected expected? Yes. Next question. That wasn't a confusing question at all. It was a simple one. Okay, where else? Tic-tac-toe, okay. Oh, all of these guys. I never played Myst, but I like the novels. Oh, there are Myst novels? I didn't know that. Oh. Refill? I mean, questions. If the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is it number 2? Because number 2 is not a measure of its, and it's not about its popularity. It's about the how hard or soft it is. Hope that helps. Am I being the Adam ruins everything to this? Oh. Almost out of this cleaner. Got it. Also, I love this game. Yeah, it's really relaxing, isn't it? I'm almost out of... I think there's no more... Yeah, and there's... I don't think you can buy more right now. Yeah, they're out of wood cleaners. So back to regular power washing it is, but we're almost done. I think this will be... This might be the end of... Once we finish here. Oh. Might be end of stream. Oh. Okay. Ooh, it's getting hard to figure out what needs cleaning now. Okay, that roof definitely. Oh, okay. There's a lot here. Okay. Also, these questions what I always think of. If a vampire bites a zombie, does the zombie become a vampire or does the vampire become a zombie? Depends on the fiction. It depends on the kind of fiction that you're reading. Because in some fictions, a vampire's bite is not enough to turn into a vampire. In fact, in most fictions, it isn't. Usually there's something else involved because otherwise all of their victims would become vampires. So it really depends on the fiction. Mara, one of your Christmas presents may not arrive in time, but if it doesn't, I'll gift wrap a turnip so you have something to unwrap. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, Christian. Thank you. Right. Let's get started on this. Come on, we're almost there. Okay. Oh, this bloody thing. Okay. I think I might need to. There we go. If a viral zombie bites a vampire, the virus has no living tissue to infect. I guess it depends on whether you consider a vampire to be a living being or not. Or if you consider them to be undead. Because in most fictions, they would be undead. If a vampire bites a zombie, it goes, ag, yuck, patooey. I mean, a vampire wouldn't bite a zombie in the first place. Because I wouldn't imagine zombies have fresh blood. Or any blood left. Really. I would imagine. Maybe they do. I'm no expert. I do admit that freely. Okay. 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 Alright. Ooh, grody. I feel like pressing tab is like putting on an ultraviolet light, you know, like a UV light. Why did I say the abbreviation after the the name? Patooey. Patooey is what I say when I eat poppy seeds. I don't like them. I can eat them, but I don't like them. I was trying to think of something I didn't like. I don't dislike too many foods, actually. I'm actually very, very based in that way, into seeing anything. What would happen if Pinocchio... Hang on. The rumor was that guy wrote some stories about vampires in a zombie apocalypse. Zombies can't see vampires, and the vampires realize they need to start putting the zombies down so they don't run out of living humans to feed on. Yeah, I guess there would be competing predators. What would happen if Pinocchio said, my nose will grow now because he is lying, so his nose would grow. But then if it grows, then it wouldn't be a lie? That is a what's the word for that? There's a word for that. That is there's a word for this, like a recursive something. I don't know. It is a problem of logic, I think. Let me see. It's been jumping like Spider-Man over here. No, I want the other one. No. There we go. Okay. Wait, I think I need this ladder for this one. He's a real boy, so nothing could happen. He's a real boy now, so nothing would happen. Also, he's likely long dead. Good point, Maya. Good point. Oh, there's so many little bits. Little grody bits. Little Adrian grody bits. Adrian Brody is my favorite Hollywood actor. I wish I had saved the wood detergent for this. I'm actually doing a good job with it though. Doesn't need to be so precise as you think with a lot of these things, Come on, tower roof. Okay. Hang on. I think if I go to the other one, and I go like this. I sometimes fall asleep playing this. Yeah, it's just so relaxing, isn't it? Come on, tower roof. Oh, over there, huh? Okay. Yahoo! Okay. Oh dear, that's so not visible. That's so difficult to see. Oh my word. It's so difficult to see. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Try to get this other support. Oh wow, there's a lot on this side. Didn't realize. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Okay. From reading the book, Pinocchio is too sick to formulate that kind of philosophical conundrum. He's too busy being an affront to God. Exactly. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, what's left then? Oh, okay. Oh, there's something over there. Okay. Wait. Oh, I forgot about this. I don't know how I missed it. I guess I had started to clean the circle and then I got chatting to Cap about... This was about the time when we were talking about gambling. Yeah. My god. Am I just gonna be at 2% for a million years? That kind of is what this game is like, isn't it? Oh my word. Hey, thank you for coming to this impromptu, unscheduled stream. I do a stream every Tuesday evening UK time, and I didn't want to miss it. And I was feeling a bit meh, and you know what? Streaming is good when you just want to talk to people and hang out, you know? And that's what I wanted to do today. Even if I'm so tired. After this, I'm gonna have a snacky and go to bed. Okay. What did I just see? I think there's stuff over there. Yes. It's nearly midnight, Mario. You have to be home before you turn back into a turnip. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I am home. Thank you for the headpats. Oh, you are dirty. This is very dirty indeed. Very dirty indeed. Dirty, filthy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Kevin Eldon in Black Book's voice. Dirty. Yeah, that's what I was doing, actually. I'm glad you got the reference. Dirty. Okay. I think this needs a bit of TLC. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay, what's left now? I don't see anything. Oh. Large bridge guard. Oh, there you are. Okay, there we go. I don't see anything anymore. This is so hard. Oh. Large bridge. Oh, there must be something underneath it. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Probably this side. Oh, I think I see something up there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Oh, you are filthy. You are dirty. Oh, there you go. Okay, now what? Oh, this one. This one's dirty. Dirty. We're gonna clean it. Absolutely grody. Ooh. There we go. Okay, climbing pole guards, large bridge slats, and okay, so there's more of these that need to be cleaned, and maybe these ones. Large bridge. That's a small bridge flat. So okay. Which one is there? Oh. You're dirty. Okay. Climbing pole guards. Climbing pole, I assume it's these. I can't see it. That's the climbing pole. Vertical strut. Oh, climbing pole guard. Okay, that's it. Oh, okay. Actually, hang on. Let's go in there. Oh, ow, I got stuck. Okay, if you go here. Yeah. Oh, there you are. You're dirty. Why am I talking like Firo suddenly? You're dirty. With that fake Australian accent. I'm just tired, chat. Oh my god. What are you like? There we go. Oh, tower trims. Okay, tower trim. That's a tower trim. It's a tower trim. Okay, there's one of these. That is still dirty. Okay. It's just this one. Oh, there we are. Bam! We did it! Stolen valor, shut up. Okay, let's look at the replay. Let's look at the action replay. Yeah, I did. God, comparatively, that dinosaur didn't take that long, did it? This is so satisfying. Now go to bed, you waste. No, I need to have a little snacky. Super Joe on the playground. The dirt finder. Looking at it now, I'll admit there may have been the odd fleck of dirt here and there aren't there just so many colors in this world. Too many, perhaps. Anyway, you got those bleating words off my back. And for that, I cannot thank you enough. Brilliant. But yes, thank you so much, folks, for coming. Really appreciate you. Don't go anywhere because we're going to raid somebody, okay? I will publish my schedule probably tomorrow, but the next stream you can expect from me is on our weekly retro stream on Thursday morning UK time. And I will be playing more community palm and racing those little bunnies. And for now, I'm actually going to raid Firo. I think we raided Firo last time, but but she's doing crime scene cleaner, which I think is very apt for what we were just doing. And I love Firo, so I am very clean. Thank you. And yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday morning. Bye-bye. Oh, I needed to start the raid also. Yeah. Also, that's the raid message. Okay. I'll say the bye-bye again. And oh wow, this is the awkward bit. This is why I need a new end screen. Bye-bye, every pony.